Hello, we're back. So, Moon Premier League, it's my bi-monthly upload. I've done RUGL, I did RUPL. Now we got Sun Moon Premier League. I got drafted. Yeah, I got drafted. I don't remember my price. But we did get drafted. We got drafted to the Andromeda. How the fuck? The Cosmogs. We got drafted to the Cosmogs. I really don't want to say it wrong. I'm sorry. We got drafted to the Cosmogs for. I can look at the price, I suppose. But yeah, we got drafted to the Cosmogs. It was Hawkins and Sky Penguin, I believe, are the captains. Yeah, very glad I got to play. Very glad I got picked up. I mean, I was certain I was getting picked up. In all fairness, like I was gonna get picked up always. Hold on. Like at this point in my Mons career, there's no way I'm not getting picked up in my main tier. But I really didn't know like what the price would be. I didn't really have a clue what the price would be. But now looking at it, I got picked up for 11K on the money. I remember it was 2 people going for me, but I forgot the second team. But yeah, I got picked up for 11K. The Sun Moon starter, really competitive pool. Got a lot of guys and gals playing. Not an easy pool. Gonna have to perform because this is my introduction to bigger tournaments. This tournament has a custom avatar on the line, so it'd be really nice to win. Yeah. But yeah, drafted to the Cosmogs, 11K. I guess we should get right into it. No reason to delay. Week 1 we're playing EviGaro. Evi was my captain, which is really classic, not classic, but really cool week 1 matchup, I suppose, because Evi was my captain in RUPL. Where I got drafted to the Toxic Chains, and obviously started there in Sun and Moon. So, and I built with Evi week 1 of that tournament. We made a really bad Chopo Pangoro team. I really don't think it was really bad. I think we got god-awful match, or not a god-awful, but it was a bad matchup. But I used Pangoro week 1 with Evi. Like, we built this team, so I used Pangoro here. That's not why. It's just, I thought Pangoro matched up really well into the type of teams Evi was using. There wasn't much Blastoise. There wasn't much, what else stops this Mon? I mean, fairies in the tier are generally non-existent. Like, they just kind of don't exist much. And like, if you want to count like Diancie, Diancie's not a check to Pangoro at all. Florges is to a degree, but really only Banded. So yeah, I thought Evi kind of got owned by Life Orb Pangoro, SD Pangoro. I didn't really like Banded, but I thought SD could be a pretty good win con versus the type of teams Evi uses. So I kind of built around that. It's Life Orb Goro. It's just, I believe, just Helmet, Taunt Vern, Spadeflor, or Fizdeflor, sorry. I'm sure it's timid, but Florges, Regibro, and Flygon. It's a very like standard team. Yeah, like there's not much to it. Like, I mean, I don't really know. It seems very standard. Yeah, it's a Z-Vern. I had to go look at the team. It's Z-Vern, Defog, Noivern. Reggie's really fast because I figured I should go faster than the Reggies I used in Sun Moon Premier League. Try to outpace their Reggie, try to outpace their Golisopod, you know. And they have both, so it's very useful. Outpace the Dolphins, but yeah, it seems extremely standard. It's just standard balance. But yeah, their matchup, it's probably not good for me in all honesty. I don't think it's bad. I really don't. Bless me. If Blastoise manages to get weakened, Pangoro is a very real win con. The problem is there's a Golisopod that's always going to be able to first impression. There's a Noivern that I need chip on. I need rocks for that. Again, there's obviously Blastoise, which is very difficult to weaken here. hopefully we get that Reggie interaction where we can seismic toss it or toxicate, get that chip. That'd be very useful for big or late game. But I don't think the matchup's terrible. We have a good Rose Raid answers, offensively and defensively. Pod is kind of frustrating, but it's like it's only bad if rocks are up, and I don't have rocks up. Other than that, I think that's fine. I could just deal with it with Noivern. Could be dual jump. It really could be. I wouldn't be surprised. Evie knows, or should know, how much I like Noivern in this tier. I use it all the time. So, like, to get dual chopped, I would not be surprised in the slightest. But, so I do have to watch out for that. But I also have Florgus. I also have Reggie. Slowbro lives too, and Skullburn. Like, I'm very okay in the Glissapod. The problem is that he does have spikes. Like, absolutely. Whether it's Rose Raid, whether it's Glissapod, it definitely has a spiker on their team. I'm gonna make sure this is looped. It was. So it's probably just Spikes Rose Raid, but it could also be Spikes Pod. Like, I think that makes sense why it would be like Spikes Rose Raid plus Dual Chop Glissapod. But other than that, Noivern's not really a problem. I have Reggie, Slowbro, Florgus. I have a lot. Everything else, Tyration could be a problem, but I do have, like, it has to be banded to be a problem. Because my Florgus doesn't outspeed it. It's not that fast. I mean, I don't think Florgus ever run that fast, but I guess you could. But it can't come in on Flygon. Can't come in on Slowbro. Can't really come in on Reggie. Like, you really don't come in on much. You only come in on Noivern once you know I'm not Draco. And you come in, yeah, that's really it. And Florgus. But you need a lead. Oh, actually, maybe you don't. Bandit probably doesn't need chip. Actually, no, you're adamant. I'm faster. That's gonna be your adamant. Choice band. So, yeah. But if I had to guess the team, it would probably just be Scarf Vern, Bandit Tyrantrum, Standard Reggie, Standard Blastoise, Spikes Rose Raid, and I'm guessing it's Dual Chop. But I don't have any clue. And I'll just spoil it. They don't ever reveal Dual Chop, I don't believe. Maybe they do. No, they definitely don't. So yeah. I guess we'll start. Lead preview. I knew that there's like essentially there's no reason not to lead Reggie. In terms of Noivern lead, like normally you would lead Flygon. It's just because Flygon's easy lead. But Flygon like doesn't match up well into Golisopod, doesn't match up well into Noivern. And I kind of expected the Noivern lead because it just makes sense. So yeah. In terms of turn one, I have two options. It definitely depends on the set that Noivern is, but it's either going to switcheroo because it's Scarf or it's going to taunt. So either way, Flygon is a 100% play. There's no shoddy Dracos, no shoddy Hurricanes. Like, I'm taking a Flamethrower, a Taunt, or a switcheroo here. It's one of the three and there's no other options. So I just go Flygon. Switcheroo is interesting because, like, I can just protect. Like, Switcher is never gonna lose you anything, I guess. No, but I can go Noivern. Bless me, sorry. But yeah, I call that. I go hard Flygon. But turn two, they can go for Draco. They can go for U-turn. I go Florgus because I don't really expect to switcheroo again. But like, really, switcheroo was probably should have called. I think I maybe should have just gone Noivern on the first one, on the first switcheroo, because ultimately, as I said, either Flamethrower, switcheroo, or Taunt is coming out. Noivern's fine on all three of those. I just didn't do that, in all fairness. That's it, I just didn't do that. Yeah, my Florgus gets tricked, which is really bad into Blastoise. It's really bad into Blastoise, mind you. And Evie definitely knows that, so she should weaken me. Or can focus on weakening me. Noivern does take one Moonblast, so they can go for Hurricane to Trip, to, what's it called? to chip me for Blastoise now that Blastoise looks incredible to my squad. I really struggle with Blastoise at this point. My only check is Reggie, and I'm not max F, so Horsey's doing a good chunk. But otherwise, I think just Roserade probably comes in. I mean, it's just really safe. You don't lose anything. You could also go Reggie to get your rocks up, but that's a little less offensive. If you're HP Fire Roserade, I think you probably could go it, but you can also get your spikes up. So it's a matter of whether you want to get your rocks up or whether you want to get your spikes up. And Evie chooses to actually stay in because they take a Moonblast. They go for Hurricane, miss it. I go for Moonblast to make the right play. I mean, it's Hurricane. That's really it. Bad move. And it's not like it would have done anything, but again, you do want the chip for Blastoise. So I get it. I do not disagree with the play, but obviously you're banking on Hurricane. They go Reggie here. I don't feel like predicting it because I don't really have a safe double. I just don't have a safe double. So I just move on again. Here I go Goro because I mean they're gonna click rocks. That's it. I knock hard and Roserade dies. So it's his helmet. Probably expected me to be banded, I guess, but that's so weird because I don't have a win con otherwise. I don't know. Maybe. I guess they expected banded, and if they're banded, generally Reggie's would just... But you can't go Roserade on SD either. So I don't know. It's just a tough situation for Evie there because you kind of don't have a switch into knockoff. Like, just naturally, you don't have a switch into knockoff. There's nothing that takes knockoff on this team. And Reggie can't take it. I mean, Reggie could take it, I guess, but that makes you significantly weaker to, like... Noivern. Sorry, I blanked. Significantly weaker to Noivern because now you don't have a Scarf Noivern. So now, like, a Noivern, theoretically, if you'd taken that knock, kind of smoked. So I totally understand. Sacking Roserade, you can just sack your least useful member. But I get it. Tough situation. Go Blastoise. Very big problem for the team. My Florges still can comfortably come in. I'm at 100%, and it's like this is the one mon Florges is going to actively check at this point. So I go Florges. They're gonna throw off an Ice Beam, and they freeze me. That's really bad. That's really, really bad because that's like the most Blastoise can do to me. Like, nothing does over like 22%. So while like Florges is not a good long-term answer to Blastoise, it's a short-term answer. Like I can switch in like 3 times and be fine with that. Like, the problem is now I have no switch-ins and Blastoise is going to comfortably claim kills every time it comes in, probably. Well, it's like hard. Actually, there is no outplaying. I was gonna say hard outplay. There is no way to outplay it. Like, I don't really have means of breaking through Blastoise without Florges. So this is where, like, if I had just gone Noivern turn 1, my Florges had no shot at getting tricked. So it's really unfortunate. But yeah, the freeze is also really unfortunate. I mean, it's super annoying. I think they should switch, but Evie opts to stay in. I just think you shouldn't let Blastoise take a Moonblast if I do happen to break through. Because at full, Blastoise lives Noivern, and it lives, like, Pangoro comfortably, in terms of Bullet Punch, specifically. And I guess it's a pivot into Pangoro otherwise, too. But I just think you want to keep your Blastoise healthy if you can, and you have the ability to here. You have a very comfortable Reggie switch in that kind of just throws off a Toxic for free on that turn, or I guess Seismic Toss. Either one's perfectly fine. So yeah, I don't actually agree with staying in. Really at all, even. Like, they stayed in every turn, and of course I stay frozen. I mean, I don't actually know what the freeze. I don't actually know what the thaw chance is. I think it's like 25. So, like, the odds are against me. But, like, I just don't think staying against the play. Why take a move blast on this Blastoise? Especially on this last turn where I'm at 4%. I died to rocks. Just go Reggie. Like, I don't know. I disagree with staying in. I don't think it makes any sense to stay in. Why take the HP? Why take damage into this? But it works out. I'm literally forced into Reggie. I have no other means of killing this without losing a Pokemon. So yeah. I mean, this is Talk to Protect. Seismic Toss, right? Rocks. I rocks. I probably should have Seismic Tossed, but I really thought I needed rocks to try to win with Pangoro at this point, because that's like my only means of winning. Because I'm in a really bad situation. That freeze was awful. But I think I just throw off Protect. Like, I'm okay with this situation. I'm not okay with it. There's nothing I can do about it, you know, so. I am faster, by the way, because I'm good at that game. Sax Noivern, do I SD? No, I make the safe terrain because I really don't want them to stay in Toxic, because at that point it's got game over. Even though they are pretty much always going to sack Noivern there, because like the problem is no matter what I click, Bloodspot is going to come in and first impression. So it doesn't really matter what I click. So I click the move that punishes a bad play in terms of staying in. They go Blastoise. SD also let this in, so I mean, there's nothing I can do. I expected Aura Sphere. Does opt to go for Rapid Spin. This makes sense. Keep your pod healthy. At this point, like, it's very difficult to lose this game. I think Rocks being up probably is kind of the sole way. But if I stayed in there, then I had a good chance, even. Yeah, I would have a good chance if I had stayed in, but I didn't. I go for U-turn because I fully expected to switch, because this Pokemon actually, I don't think this play made any sense either. You have a 1,000,000% a switch in Reggie. Yeah, your Reggie's at 79. I mean, you don't know my item, but like, it's almost certainly Z. You know I'm Scarfly. Like, no, I'm literally so obvious. I guess it could be Z Slowbro, but I'm not, so here we are. I don't think this is the right play either. Like, obviously, it very much worked out, and I don't even know if this was a prediction as much as, I don't know if this is so much a prediction as just was sacking Blastoise, but I just don't think this is the play. Sober has to come in. I mean, I go Pangoro because it's like my last chance. I'm trying to preserve everything at this point, but they click R-Sphere. It's a good play. But I mean, at this point, it's like, it's pretty much over. I don't have a means of breaking. Like, this Taunt Noivern could be a problem, theoretically, but it's ultimately not. Like, I don't really have a means of winning. This actually gave me a shot if I Scald Burn. But I didn't. So it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, had I, like, Scald Burnt, like, I really don't think Evie played this in-game right at all. But, I mean, I don't know what to say. Week 2, we play Feen. Yeah, the thing with Feen is that I figured I could load a lot of things and be okay. I looked at a scout and said, hey, SD Necrozma actually looks pretty fun in this stuff. So yeah, it's SD Necrozma with SD Rhyperior with Megahorn. Noivern is... I don't actually remember. I look at the team. I'll look at the team. It's so it's Z Noivern, SD Muscle Band Necrozma. It gave me a little bit of extra damage in a Mana Buzz that actually does matter. It has Stone Edge specifically actually does matter into Mana Buzz. That's why I was Muscle Band. SD Megahorn, Rhyperior, Choice Scarf Cross, Max Defense Milotic, and then Double Eyes Spin, Double Eyes Leftovers. My matchup's good. I think it's very good, actually. I deal with everything pretty comfortably. Zygarde's checked by Max Defense Milotic and Scarf Cross and Faster Noivern and Rhyperior. Like, that Zygarde comes in on not one Pokemon on my team. I'm so serious. It comes in not on one Pokemon. It comes in on a weakened Necrozma. That is the only Pokemon it can, and a weakened Rhyperior, I guess. It cannot come in. It is so difficult to get this Zygarde in. Salazzle, assuming it's Nasty Plot, then it probably can manage to get a kill, but like he has to play these interactions with Milotic plus Scarf Gross because I'm Scarf Gross. I can just go hard Gross after pivoting Milotic. So like, and like Rhyperior lives, like it can't get a Nasty Plot off either. It has to get one off on Necrozma specifically. Really, just expecting me to switch. Or Domize. Domize is also very free. The Domize is actually a free SD, but or Nasty Plot. Gliscopod, another Gliscopod. Could be dual chop. I don't know. I just kind of fully expect someone to dual chop me. It probably won't happen, but it could happen. Probably just spikes, 3 attacks. Teams kind of, they're not really weak to Salazzle. Assuming it's Earthquake. It's either Earthquake, Reggie, or Aqua Jet Gliscopod. It's one or the other. I don't know which. Verzion's Verzion. Zatu's kind of scary. If it's Calm Mind, it's kind of annoying. But like, Milotic plus Z-Vern plus Rhyperior should comfortably deal with it. I just think if my Rhyperior like dies, then this could be bad. Otherwise, I think my matchup is very good. Wow. Music. I don't need that. Okay, please stop. I do not want this. How do I turn off? Yeah, I think my matchup is good. I'll just say that. Stays in the Gliscopod turn 1, which makes no sense, but I guess good job. It is dual chop. See, this is what I'm saying. I talked about dual chop all season because it's such an obvious bait into me. I spam Noivern. This makes sense. This is fun prep by Feen. That's not the situation you do that though. That's a terrible situation to do that. That made no sense. Staying in to try to dual chop me is super greedy. That makes no sense. You predict me to switch because my immediate answer to Gliscopod is either Milotic or Noivern. So like on a switch in, you try to dual chop me. You don't stay in turn 1 and try to dual chop me. That makes no sense. That was a terrible play. And obviously it doesn't work because it's a terrible play. I throw off a Scald because if I burn, it's great and punishes Reggie, theoretically. I'm Refresh Milotic, so I can just stay in and spam Scald. I do not get rewarded, so that sucks. I just keep spamming Scald, though, because, again, I am Refresh Milotic. If I burn Reggie, that's very good. So, yeah, this time I go Rhyperior, though, because there's no shot you're gonna, there's no shot you're gonna switch this time. Sorry. Rhyperior forces you out, and this is a good rocker here because Zatu exists, but Zatu doesn't beat me. Makes a good toxic play, but I get my rocks up, so that's good. And I SD here, I believe. Oh yeah, I definitely SD here. Yeah, I SD here, and Quake is theoretically free, so you have no switch into Quake. You really don't, but you also don't have a switch in, because I'm SD Megahorn. You don't have a switch into Megahorn. If you switch, Megahorn is perfect. You're not going hard Salazzle. That makes no sense. And then everything else is Megahorn. So Megahorn is completely free. You're not going Zygarde. Your only options here are to stay in, sack Reggie, which you could do. You could do. Yeah, you could do. But you want to preserve your Pokemon. So, I predict Verzion. Essentially, you're going Verzion. That's what I know is happening here. I just know you're going Verzion. And I fucking Megahorn into Oblivion, and it dies. And then, SD Necrozma auto wins now. There's not really a way to beat it. That makes SD Necrozma significantly better. That makes... killing Verzion is, like, not a big deal. But, the biggest thing is now Milotic genuinely 6-0s. Milotic cannot lose at this point. There's nothing that beats Milotic. U-turn, you still have no switch into Megahorn. This damage into Reggie just means you really have no answer to Milotic. Because I just want to have to play the Refresh interaction if I don't have to. But I have Refresh. Like, mind you, I have Refresh. This is super free. I get the burn here, which is fun, but like, it doesn't really matter. It matters because it does way less now, but like, Milotic just sits on everything. I'll just tell you right now, Milotic actually sits on everything. Once that Verzion went down, Milotic 6-0'd. And there's actually nothing they can do about it. I sacked my Necrozma. Because I don't want to go Milotic on a nasty plot. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, Milotic sits on everything. There's no way to lose at this point. And I know there's no way to lose. That's why I'm just kind of like at whatever, because Milotic just beats everything. And none of this matters. I do miss 2 matches. Xantu can actually be annoying, theoretically, but like, I'll be fine. Yeah, I just don't have to do anything at this point, and I went with Cross. That was free. Nah, I mean, Milotic had a god matchup once Verzion went down. Like, there was no way to beat Milotic at that point. Whack team. I get the dual chop, but he played it terribly. That's not where you dual chop. You dual chop on a switch. It was, I didn't even talk about his team, but I expected, Choice Band, Z, whatever, Spikes, whatever, standard Xatu, and then standard Reggie. That was it. It could be Scarf's trick Xatu. I would not have been surprised to see that, because he doesn't have a Scarfer, but it ended up being Scarf Salazzle. So, and Z Verzion, obviously. Wait, hold on, I'm dumb. Well, no, I just didn't expect it to be Z Verzion. That was all. So yeah, we're 1-1. Going into week 3 versus Gondra. Yeah, I load balance again, and I get I actually can't win this matchup. I'll just go ahead and tell you, I lose. There's no way to win this matchup. This is like, it's like, I can't win. Abomasnow plus Houndoom, they both 6-0 my team. I have no way to beat, I really have no way to beat Abomasnow. And then I also can't beat Houndoom. So yeah, I lose. I'll just tell you right now, I lose. My balance gets fucked here. But anyway, it's Z Slowbro, Florgus, Donphan, standard. Pretty sure it's Helmet Vern on this one, because it's Z Beware, and then Gross is just Iapapa. So yeah, we get packed. Abomasnow 6-0 my, like, actually 6-0 my team. I cannot beat Abomasnow. There's nothing on my team that beats Abomasnow. Other than Beware. That's actually it. And I know I have a Gross, but you just Earthquake one time and suddenly I don't have a switch. So I beat Abomasnow one time. Or maybe twice. I guess, no. It literally just, well, it depends. It depends on the chip. But with Hail Chip, I think I beat it one time. Theoretically, too. I can theoretically beat Abomasnow twice. Houndoom, I have nothing to beat him. Slower, dies. Slower, dies. Faster, but can't kill. Slower. If it's Z, it packs me. Nazi Plot, Fire Blast beats it. And then Slower gets packed. If I had to guess the team, which I do, because, I mean, I don't know. It could be double SD. I wouldn't really be surprised to see that. Type of SD spam. That's kind of what I would expect. I expect Houndoom just to be Scarf. Probably, and then just Z Croak. But it could also be Life Orb, Z, Scarf. So, it's just the random ass Reggie on offense. It could also be Z Zygarde, but I doubt that when you have 2 better Z users here. So it's probably just banded. It's like these 3 are the physical breakers, and then Houndoom's Houndoom. Probably the Scarfer. I just assume it's Scarf. So, but it's not. I'll just, spoilers, it's not. It's not. And I think it's just Scarf Xatu. But anyway, this matchup's really bad. Yeah. Let's play this all fast, because we get backed. My Beware gets Toxic immediately. That's really bad. I need this Pokemon. And he goes Hard Croak on Beware. I do live, but, like, I'm not doing that. So I go Donphan. Donphan's hard countered by Abomasnow. I doubled a Noivern predicting this. I just predicted this. Because I live in Ice Shard for full. I think. Oh, wait, maybe I'm capping. Okay, I just lied. What did I predict? I think I doubled to Noivern expecting don't know. I actually just don't know. I don't know. That was a bad play. Yeah, but see, Earthquake is 65. So that's why I'm saying theoretically it checks it twice. So yeah. And I'm Trick here. I'm not Rocks. I'm Scarfed. Because I need a Scarfer. So it's Rocks Donphan. Yeah, it's Rocks Donphan, Scarf Cross, Zebreware, etc., etc. Sorry, I like lying. Dodger keeps U-turning. Right, Steel comes in. Throw off a Wish because I want to try to get my Metagross back, and I'm able to do it. I predict him to predict Beware. So I don't predict him to predict Beware. I just didn't think he would Seismic Toss. That was it. He keeps U-turning with Zatu. With now Rock Erupts, now this actually like does something. But I have nothing for this Abomasnow, and it reveals SD, which will just beat me eventually. It will. Wood Hammer does a fuck ton of Metagross. Doesn't risk Ice Shard. Goes Zatu. It's a helmet, so my Metagross dies. And now I cannot beat that Pokemon. I have to keep Aware at 100%, but I also can't switch hard into Aware. So yeah, it's really bad right now. It's really bad right now. I throw off a Cane, kind of as a prayer. I mean, it's strength, so it's like kind of helpful. But like, Abomasnow just comes in too freely. Like here, I know he's SD. I just gotta do something. I throw up Rocks because this is the only way I'm ever going to be able to get Chip into Abomasnow. It's just by Rocks. So that gave me an out here. This Rocks gave me some type of out. I go Abomasnow. I just expected, I just couldn't Noivern on Woodhammer. I guess he's again, which is fine, but like this doesn't matter because Beware is going to always revenge. It doesn't matter. I just go Zmon to sack it. I go Beware. Like, I mean, there's always coming in. Double Edge. The problem is I take Helmet, I take Recoil, and I take Toxic. So now I'm at 55. Still okay, but yeah, he goes for Fire Blast on Florrick. It doesn't do anything. And it was Nasty Plot. So it's not Scarf, and it's just Scarf Croak. That was obviously an option too, but now it's really bad because I kind of need to get Chip, and you realize I don't have a Pokemon faster, right? I sack Beware, because I mean I don't have an option at this point. I had to Fire Blast dodge. Yeah, I got packed. This was like a 100-0 matchup. This was unlosable by Gondra, but good matchup and good team choice. I don't know if they scout, but this was an auto 6-0. That really hard to lose this. Nasty Ball and Houndoom plus SD Abomasnow is like essentially unlosable into the team I brought. Not much I could do about it, but that's also your team choice. I mean, and it worked perfectly. So now we're 1-2 playing BloodAce. Gondra was also 2-0. But now we're going into BloodAce, who I don't think it started all the weeks. I don't remember his record. But we're using this team. I stole this concept from Sensei Axu. I don't know if Sensei Axu built the team. I don't know if they stole it from somebody else, but the concept is from Axu. I stole this from an Axu replay. User versus Felibird. It's SD Protect Escavalier, Gigalith just for Sand Chip and Rocks. Siggy is Colbur, I believe. I know his was Colbur. I think I made mine Colbur because I was kind of scared about like Drapion Pursuit Trapping. Maybe. Vaporeon's max defense on mine. I think his was Spadef. This one's max defense. Scarf Flygon, and then Beware. Z Beware. Because you need a dark switch. You need a knockoff switch in. So yeah. Really cool concept. And I was like, damn, this game is cool as fuck. It's a SD Megahorn knockoff Protect Escavalier, which is extremely good here. It's extremely good. He has no Megahorn switch in that's not Registeel, and that just gets knocked. So yeah, and Knock's free. Knock and Megahorn are both extremely free. And this one will stay healthy. The idea of the team is, like, this had no scout. I was just like, I want to bring this team. So I brought it. The idea of the team is you use Sand Chip plus knocking. Because, like, you're going to force progress with this Escavalier. Just being able to knock off the steals. Trying to, what's it called? Force Sand Chip into, like, stuff. I don't know. Siggy's the defogger because you don't take sand chip, and it's just offensive, you know, defogger. Vaporeon's wish support because these guys need recovery, and it's good heal well support for a Scavalier. You can spam knock a little bit more freely. Flygon, standard Scarfer, ground immune. Yeah. I think it has aerial. Maybe it's some aerial ace. I don't remember what the fourth move was on this one. Maybe claw. I don't know. SG aware. That's just essentially because you need a fighting, or you need a dark switch. You need a knockoff switch in, and that's why Beware is here. It's also a pretty decent breaker. But yeah, I like my matchup. Scavalier is extremely good. There's no pursuit, so Siggy's gonna be able to defog on Reggie. Could sit like every time, and it's perfectly free. Zygarde's a problem. Zygarde is a problem. I have no ground resist, but Vaporeon at full does take it on. It's scary, very scary. Not a consistent answer, and I will have to be able to beat Zygarde. Probably just offensively is how I'm gonna have to manage it. I can use Vaporeon temporarily, but need to limit how much Zygarde gets in. If it's Banded Tyrantrum, that's also a problem, but I mean, I have Beware. If it's Scarf, it's not doing anything to Beware. Banded will at least be able to chip it down occasionally, but the problem is I'm able to wish into it, so it's like, I don't know, kind of annoying. But Banded is the only thing that can be any type of scary, and it's probably Scarf too, because he has no other Scarfer. Unless it's Scarf Rose Raid, and Scarf Rose Raid is bad. So here we are. So I'm guessing it's standard toys, probably Taunt Mandibuzz, because that was just been popping recently. Banded Zygarde, standard Reggie, Scarf Tyrantrum, and the Spikes. Probably Zero's Raid. I'm perfectly okay with this interaction immediately. I love chip into Blastoise. This mod's a problem. It's not a huge problem, but it is a pretty big problem. So getting that Stone Edge immediately is great. And I take chip, but HP on this is not really that important. It's just coming in on Mandibuzz, which does that anyway. So, yeah. That's it. I do click Protect here, which is very unfortunate because that he switches. Mine is Stone Edge, Rocks, Toxic Protect. It's not Earthquake because I just didn't want Earthquake. I figured I could deal with Metagross very comfortably when I have Vaporeon, when I have the Scavalier. Offensively with these two, and like Heat Waves. Like, I have so much for Metagross. I'm not concerned about Metagross at all. So I was like, I don't need Earthquake. But he goes hard Zygarde, so that's really unfortunate. He's obviously 1,000 arrows. Vaporeon does take it on, though. Like, I take like 40. That's so good. I mean, I knew that, but yeah, I take 40. I start off a Wish. I have no reason not to. I stay in because I know he's clicking Spike, like 1,000,000%. Well, okay, I just know you're not clicking a Grass move. That's all. I just know you're not clicking a Grass move there, and I really wanted to get my Vaporeon healthy, but I also didn't want to waste a turn clicking Protect. So, yeah. I knew a Grass move was not coming out there because it does nothing. Yeah. Owned. I go Flygon because I want to go Siggy here, but if I get Poison Z, that's really bad. I don't want to go with Scavalier because if it's HP Fire, then that's a problem. So I just go Flygon. He set up Spikes. I will be able to defog, though. The second Reggie comes in, I will just go hard Siggy and defog. It is very fine. I do aim force into Gigalith, but I'm healthy enough. I'm very okay with it. I just Stone Edge. The thing is, he doesn't really have... Maybe I'm not toxic on this. I don't think I'm toxic on this. I think I am Earthquake. Maybe. Maybe I'm toxic. I don't remember. I just don't remember. It's as simple as that. But yeah, I mean, I just Stone Edge. I have no reason not to click it. I mean, the problem is it does PP stall me, and I realize this immediately. Now that it's Taunt, Roost, he has limited moves. It could be Knock Brave Bird, but even that's not really a problem for Beware immediately. I mean, it could take a Brave Bird, but... And I'm not gonna like it, but I can take it, you know? And he's probably not faster than me. It could be, but it's probably not. He really could be, but I don't know. I'm fine with this. I just need something to go, and this is the Mon. I do SD, as he doesn't really be faster than me. So yeah, I'm just really hoping he's not Brave Bird at this point. Is the result here? I'm just really hoping it's not Brave Bird, and it's not because he clicked knock and it did 4. I Z immediately because then I clicked the superpower, and now superpower gets a kill. Yeah, but then it lived because he has more defense than I thought, or maybe I just didn't calc it. I probably just didn't calc it. But now I have my taunt wear off. So this is a 50-50, whether he roosts as I SD, or whether he taunts as I attack. I had to play right, and now I'm going to get a kill. I think I superpower. Oh, I switched because I'm so good. I switched because... Yep, that's why I switched. I think I expected taunt, and I realized that I didn't want to take double-edged recoil. And I wanted... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I switched. I think I didn't want to take double-edged recoil. All right, no. I didn't want to take a Brave Bird in case his last move was Brave Bird. Yeah, wait, no, that's what it was. I didn't want to take a Brave Bird here. Because now I'm -1, and it... I don't know if it kills, but it's going to essentially bring me into Spike's range if it just doesn't kill. Because he hadn't revealed it. And this knock doesn't mean... This knock doesn't mean that he's not Brave Bird. He could have just expected Gigalith. Like, this knock does not immediately mean he's not Brave Bird. So, yeah. So, I scout for Brave Bird. That's what I was doing. But he switches. I wish. I'm healthy enough. I can hard switch. I go Siggy here because I doubt he's going to Z. I went Flygon last time, and if you Z into Flygon with a Wish Jump, it's just, you don't get anything on the turn. So, I go Siggy. I just defog as he Zs. This is a really good play. That's it. He just made a really good play here. Aggressive, and it's really unfortunate because now I don't have the infinite defog. So that's really bad. Well, it's not really bad. I Quake here because I mean it kills, and I didn't think he'd go Mana Buzz. Well, I didn't. I really didn't want him to go Mana Buzz, but yeah, that's it. I didn't think he'd go Mana Buzz. I go hard Gigalith because I'm Earthquake. I'm definitely just not Protect, or I'm just definitely not Toxic. I think the logic there was I deal with Fat Waters fine. And, like, ground types, I guess, I don't know. I don't know. I just work here. I am Quake, and I crit him, which is really nice. That's a really nice crit. Because that means he doesn't get, like, the Protect turns. It's not like I was going to lose or anything, like, if I didn't get the crit, but that's just really nice to get. I pivot Flygon because I know I live. That's it. I just didn't want to stack a Pokemon here. With Sand up, Vaporeon really can't come in. With Sand and Rocks up, I cannot come in with Vaporeon. Good beware because at this point I'm just assuming he's not Brave Bird. I double edge because superpower after. And then I can force something after that because this doesn't kill. But this time I high roll. Last time I got a low roll. So I was right. I just got a really low roll. I got a really low roll. I got 77 roll here, and then here I got the 84 roll. So I got a really low roll last time, but I got a good roll here. Really high roll. So yeah, now Mana Buzz is dead, which is probably the biggest threat left, if not, I guess... No, actually, it's probably just the biggest threat left. I go Vaporeon because now that Nose Hand is up, I can go it. I think I Protect because I'm scared. No, I just wish, because why would I not click that? And now I Protect. Spikes could go up, but I do have Defog Noivern or Defog Flygon in a pinch. If Spikes could become a problem, I have not gone my Escavalier, which is probably the only thing I would change, but like I can't really get it in freely. The only thing I probably could have brought it in was Reggie, but then I'm taking Seismic Talk damage for kind of no reason, so it's kind of tough to say. I don't think you're gonna Leaf Storm here. That's it. I just don't think you're gonna Leaf Storm here. It's just like a Leaf Storm into a Scavalier is really frustrating. So, because then HP Fire doesn't kill, and I click Mega Horn and get a kill myself. So, yeah, I don't think you're going to Leaf Storm. And here you're going to Leaf Storm, like every day of the week. So, now, see, this is what I was talking about. Now Mega Horn gets a kill. He head smashes. I have two choices. I can switch or don't switch, but my play is just to stay in. If I hit, I win. And I hit, so I will literally win now. Like, I can't really lose. Flygon has a good shot. Like, he has the E-speed. If a Scavalier manages to get back, which it can if it's not HP Fire, Rose Raid, like, he just will come back if it's not HP Fire Rose Raid, because I hard wall. Vaporeon sits on these two. Like, I'm okay. I really can't lose. I mean, I probably can lose, but I'm in a really good situation now is what I'm trying to say. Blastoise is progressively taking more chip. I give Vaporeon because I just throw off a Wish extremely freely. And now, he has to be HP Fire to kill a Scavalier. That means he's no Synthesis. So I go with Scavalier, just because if he's HP Fire, it is what it is. But now my Scavalier's back, and if I hit Mega Horn here, I actually just win. I hit it, so now I win. A Scavalier doesn't come in all game, but I just knock. I just need chip. I don't have to Mega Horn risk. At this point, Flygon wins if I just knock. So yeah, I can't lose. I think I played this very well. I think the crit under Reggie was really unfortunate, but I think I had outs still, and that was just that was the only luck. Was that crit into Reggie. Really unfortunate crit, I do agree, because you would have been able to protect, and your Reggie would be alive. Yeah, that's it. It was just a really good crit. I'm not going to take away from that. It was a really lucky crit, and it was really unfortunate. And I high rolled Mandibuzz, but I also got low roll last time, so it's like, how much does it count? Now we're 2-2. We're going to Tenebricite. I don't really want to say the name wrong. Yeah, anyway, you see the name. My team, I didn't last minute prep this. I had the team, but it was completely untested, and it's kind of a whack team. I've been really liking Pivot Rabombi lately. It's, so this Rabombi is Fairy Z with Moonblast, Psychic, U-Turn, Roost. Then a Scavalier is SD3 attacks. Necrozma is Rocks, Iapapa. It's a Rocks, Calm Mind, Photon, Heat Wave with Iapapa Berry. Toxicroak is SD. It's SD. Arrow is the Aerodactyl, or Flygon. Not Flygon. It was the Ground Immune plus answer to Salazzle, because otherwise I no switch. And then Flygon is the Lastmon Defog support, Scarf support, Ground Immune. The team's kind of cool. It was untested, I did not know. It kind of looks like a whack team. But, yeah. That's it. I thought Pivot Rabombi looked pretty good into the teams. That was it. Showed some Donphan. And like here, it's actually pretty useful because it beats no Brave Bird Mandibuzz. It pivots into Donphan infinitely. Pivots into Sceptile if it's not HP Fire. Or Aerial Ace. Like, it's pretty good here. It actually is pretty good here. Otherwise, though, Necrozma's a giant threat. Necrozma 6-0's this team. But I do have... No. This is not Calm Mind. It's Toxic. It's Stealth Rock, Photon, Heat Wave, Toxic, Iapapa Berry. Yeah, it's just an offensive rocker. Force Toxic into, like, Necrozma. It just forces Toxic into Psychic types. Really, that's kind of it. It's Life Orb, Arrow, 3 attacks, Roost, standard. Good because I have a pivot into Ninetales now. It still takes a fuck ton, but I mean it's a pivot. It's a pivot for a reason. I don't think the matchup's terrible, but I do need to get my turns right. Like, it will be very important. Sorry. It will be very important for me to get my turns right. Yeah, that's it. I just have to get turns right. Starting turn 1. I lead Arrow because I'm really scared of Ninetales. Ninetales leads well. I don't think you're going to lead Ninetales in all fairness, but like you're either going to lead Ninetales offensively or you're going to lead Mandibuzz, I thought. Because it leads well to Flygon. But Necrozma also is like a giant threat of this team, so leading Necrozma makes perfect sense. I switched out to my Necrozma. I have Toxic, so that's why I went this Pokemon. He has Toxic as well. That's fine. It's fine. This mon's only here for a pivot into his Necrozma, as long as I hit my Toxic. And you know I wouldn't say that if I hit the Toxic. So that's really, really bad, because now he reveals Knockoff. So now my Necrozma does not have recovery otherwise. So this Necrozma is a giant problem now. I have no way to beat it. Yeah, it's simple as that. I don't have a way to beat it now. If it has Heat Wave, I can't beat it. And this Cavalier's not even a consistent answer to it. But yeah, if it has Heat Wave, it just super smokes at this point. But I mean, I can pick on not having it. Like, if it's Nog, it's probably not Heat Wave. I mean, I knew it wasn't gonna be Rocks because he has Reggie. So yeah. That's really bad. I know he's not going to give me this Toxic now, because now you're not going to let him know Cosmogs get Toxic. So I just throw up rocks. He goes Donphan. That's not bad for me, because I get Photon Chip, which I think is really bad, because my Toxicroak has a actually pretty good shot of winning here. Like, Toxicroak's a big threat here. I'm Life Orb, so I don't know if I killed Necrozma, but I think I do. Actually, I know I do. What am I talking about? I know I kill. Donphan dies. +2 Sucker with little chip into these guys. It will kill as well. And if Manipus isn't Brave Bird, which it probably is. Like, I keep saying if it isn't Brave Bird, it probably is. But if it's not, then Toxic Bird actually auto 6-0s. So yeah, that chip is amazing. I know he's gonna Ice Shard. I should go for Bone Bee. I Moonblast. And now he's giving me chip into a U-turn, which is still chip, but he's giving me chip now into Ninetales, because I expected Registeel. But chip into Ninetales is amazing, because as I said, I need damage for Toxicroak. I don't need much damage, but I do need some damage. So I go Aerodactyl. The problem with Arrow is that I'm gonna give the Donphan Iapapa Berry. So I just pursued. I don't want to give the Donphan Iapapa Berry. And this gives me the chip for Toxicroak. So now, Sceptile is the only Pokemon on this team that can live a hit for Toxicroak at +2. And I get a +2 off on Registeel. So, this is very, very good for me. Toxicroak looks like a giant threat. He goes Necrozma. That's also good for me. This thing is such a giant problem to my team. I need to get, a Stone Edge off. He reveals Morning Sun. At this point, he's revealed Knockoff, Toxic, and now he's revealed Morning Sun. So surely he doesn't have Heat Wave, right? Yeah, he has Heat Wave. And the problem with this is I have nothing that can come in now. I don't think you understand. I have nothing that can come in now. Flygon does nothing to it. Aerodactyl is Toxic, and my Stone Edge already revealed to do 49. Necrozma, he just switches out one time into Registeel. I think I do to Necrozma. I know you're not gonna give me a Toxic off. He gives me a Toxic off. This is such a throw. I don't think you understand. He didn't play this well. I mean, I know he didn't play it bad, but like, give me a Toxic into your biggest threat makes no sense. Toxic is the only way I can beat this. I'm telling you, Toxic is the only way I can beat this Necrozma at this point. I cannot beat Necrozma if you don't give me a Toxic. So he's gonna give me a Toxic. I don't care if it worked or not. I don't care. That's not the right play. But it works. I literally have to go Toxicroak. Toxicroak wins, but I have to go Toxicroak here. I do SD. He goes for Heat Wave, does a fuck ton. So yeah, this is my win con, and I do have hits off though. The problem is I have dry skin too. I didn't actually think about that, but I have dry skin. So now I have one more hit, and that's really unfortunate. I just have to Drain Punch, hope he's not Brave Bird or Foul Play. Or I guess even Knockoff works though, and at this point, it's really bad. It's like, is it winnable? No, I literally cannot beat Necrozma at this point. That's why Toxic, theoretically, made no sense. I just hard switch because U-turn doesn't do anything, and I'm bluffing a choice item. I'm hoping I can catch this Necrozma under some weird circumstance. I don't know. I can't beat Necrozma. And like he goes hard Necrozma. I don't know. I don't know why you would go hard Necrozma. Again, can't beat this Pokemon, and he's giving me 50 years to beat it. And now missing that, I actually can't beat it. So I just forfeit. He played this game like dicks. You have to believe me. I know I got fucked, but he played this game like ass. You don't give me a toxic on this Rock's turn. You don't let me potentially kill your Necrozma with arrow. You don't... Yeah, no, this is bad. I mean, like, okay, to be fair, this probably doesn't matter. I probably can't win at this point. But you have no reason to make it, like, you have no reason to find out if I can win. If you're HP Fire, I cannot win, I think. But otherwise, I think I can. If you're HP Fire Sceptile, I can't win, I think. But otherwise, I think I could have. Because Sceptile can't kill Rabone, but you're going to Dragon Pulse to try to kill me, saying, had I killed here. You're going to Dragon Pulse. Or you're going to go Donphan and Ice Shard, which I can... I don't know. I probably could win anyway. Like, this I don't think mattered. I think this Toxic was really dumb. I think you have no reason to give me a Toxic off. I just accidentally stopped the recording. But, so I actually don't know how long this is going to go. I can't keep track of time now. But anyway, Metagross is AV. It's AV Gross. AV Gross, Dark Z, Gigalith, Banded Stoutland, Noivern Z, and Delmise is Colbur, which is Spin. It has Rest too. So yeah. This is I don't think the matchup's bad. I think Seismitoad's actually going to be pretty frustrating to pivot into if it's Earthquake. Otherwise, I think it's probably fine. If it's like Scald knockoff, I'm very fine into it. I feel comfortable with it. Siggy's going to be a problem, probably. Just because I'm not lefties on Gigalith, and that's my easiest pivot into it. AV Gross also could take it on pretty comfortably, but I need to come in on a Psychic, because otherwise Healy's going to do way too much. I do have Pursuit, so that could be helpful. I don't know. Raikou should be fine. I have Double Grass plus Faster Noivern plus Stoutland and Sand plus AV Gross. Actually, every single Pokemon on this team, like, is fine into Raikou except Noivern. But even I'm faster, I can get U-turn chip. So every Pokemon except Noivern on this team is fine into Raikou. So Raikou's not really a problem. Sceptile's pretty annoying, but it can't come in safely, and it has to like Leech Seed into Gross, which isn't even like a play necessarily. Not here, at least. Like, you kind of have to attack what's in front of you on this team with Sceptile. I'm assuming I don't know what the Metagross is. I'm guessing Choice Band, but it could also just be Scarf Gross. That makes perfect sense too. I'm a fan of Scarf Gross, but I don't know if other people are. But it's probably Scarf Gross. You don't have a Scarfer otherwise, and it's Rock's Toad. All this is not Rock's Toad, but it like is, because why wouldn't it be? And then Mandibuzz is Mandibuzz. So yeah, I used this because we knew what steals he was using. It was either going to be Metagross or it was going to be Reggie. That's the only steals he used. But yeah, that's also why we were Dark Z, because I figured I could catch Metagross. Metagross, it's either Metagross or Bronzong. The team's auto 6-0 by Bronzong, so I wanted to have something for it. And again, it could also like one-shot Metagross, maybe. I actually don't know the calc. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. Otherwise, my Delmise should be able to consistently spin on Toad easily. Like, it should be able to spin easily. I have consistent knock switches with Gigalith and even potentially Noivern if I need. Hopefully it's not toxic Mandibuzz. It's one of the matchups where normally I don't want to see Brave Bird. This time I would like to see Brave Bird because Brave Bird doesn't do anything here. Hopefully it's not Nocton toxic. Fuck. I have a cough and it won't go away. But anyway, hopefully it's not toxic. Otherwise, need to watch out for Ziggy. Need to watch out potentially for Sceptile. And Mandibuzz, I need to find out whether it's Brave Bird. God fuck. Hold on. There we go. Much better. What the what? Why is it playing? Okay. Are we good now? Yes. Anyway, I get a perfect lead. I get Rose Raid into Seismic Toad. Couldn't ask much better. Rose Raid matched up well into Toad and Raikou and Sceptile. That's really it. I figured Sceptile or Toad would lead. Toad was a very likely lead because you deal with Gigalith. So this is kind of why I thought you might lead Sceptile too, because theoretically you deal with Gigalith. I mean, Grass type, Rock type, you get it. I just spiked turn 1. I mean, easy play. I protect because I think it's Scarf Cross. So now I know he's now I know he's clicking Meteor Mash. I knew he was clicking it anyway, but I was like, but what if? So now I just go Metagross. I know it's Scarf Cross. He Crispy. It does 27, so it does nothing. So I know you're switching. You're not doing anything. So I pursued, get Chip off. Getting Chip into that mon is very important because it's a threat, theoretically. Like, Metagross is my only Mash switch-in. So yeah. And that Chip's good for Stoutland because now he has no switch-in to Stoutland. No switch-in. Scarf Cross is not a switch-in, obviously, already, but like, now that it's a 53 with a spike up, it's really not a switch-in. As I said, I have Dome-Eyes to consistently come in on this. So I'm just going to go it every time. I just don't have a reason not to, and I can spin every time. I have no reason not to do that either. I go Gigalith every time on Mandibuzz. I just kind of have to. But he rears U-turn, which means he's probably not toxic. You generally don't see toxic on U-turn. And if he's toxic, it means he's not taunt. Which doesn't too much matter, because taunt isn't really important here, but it could be annoying into Noivern. He goes Toad. I mean, I'm getting Spike Chip, and I'm playing this Dhelmise interaction. HP on Gigalith is kind of important, but, I mean, ultimately, I'm going to use it to check Mandibuzz consistently. I have no other option. I'm okay. Dhelmise here, it's good for me, because now he doesn't have rocks. Now I'm not forced to spin. So I don't spin. I double to Gigalith. Because, I mean, here I just wanted to get Chip. Chip into Toad's nice. I know what you're going. I'm going to predict it. Now I just get Stone Edge Chip. Or Rocks Up. Sorry, I can get Rocks Up, not Stone Edge Chip. But now Rocks, like, I actually punish Mandibuzz now. So, this early game has been perfect. This first 10 turns of the game have gone very nicely for me. I've gotten Chip off into Metagross. I have a Spike and Rocks Up. It's revealed to be U-turn Mandibuzz. That's good for me. Everything's working out for me right now. I keep playing this interaction. I'm Colberberry, so Nock's fine. You're not clicking Rocks. So I just double again. Because now, again, now you have no Stone Edge switch in. Really? Yeah. You know Stone Edge switch in. And I know Mandibuzz is coming in, and this allows you, or it forces you to U-turn again into, well, forces you to go Toad. So that's going to take Spikes, Rocks, and now a Stone Edge. So, yeah. I'm just playing aggressive. I got to play aggressive. It takes 24. So, that's not max defense. So, I thought the Z could kill. I didn't think it would kill, but I thought it could. And either way, I thought it'd get into Spike plus Stealth Rock range. So I'd go for the Dark Z because I know he's going to click Rocks. And it puts it, as I mentioned, into Spike plus Stealth Rock range. And Delmise still takes Nox at this point. So I can go Delmise on Nox, as he's going to Scald here, because I can stand and kill theoretically. Or it takes Noxa. Doesn't take Noxa. But I spin Suicide Kill. It's not Suicide Kill, but at this point it's essentially dead. It's at 24. It kind of can't do anything at this point. So yeah, I go Stoutland. It gets a kill, so I'm just gonna go Stoutland. He goes Metagross, which I'm very okay with. I mean, the problem is it's kind of a frustrating situation because I can't really go hard Gross, but I kind of have to go Gross. But I go Roserade because I didn't want him to Quake into Metagross. As he reveals Rest, that's bad. Yeah, I didn't expect this at all. That's it. I just didn't expect that at all. I go Noivern because I expect Ziggy. I don't expect you to just stay in because I could have HP Fire theoretically, or I can go Gross while you're sleeping. So, yeah, that's it. I taunt because I know you're gonna try to defog. U-turn because I don't kill. I could Z, but I didn't know if you'd give me the Z. And either way, I think Z's a roll. Maybe not. I don't remember. Either way, he does Heat Wave here, which very much sucks. He predicts the Metagross very nicely. I mean, I kind of have to sag it. I know the switch. I mean, I could go Gigalith, but if he Psychics into Gigalith, I auto lose. So, yeah, that's the logic there. I go Gigalith. You either have to Suicide Defog or switch out, I guess. But you have no switch, really. I mean, you can go Metagross, but you're sleeping, so it's not as free. So either you Suicide Defog or you get Psychic Chip or you Toxic Me, apparently. I just Stone Edge. I get the kill. Whack, which means Heat Wave was his only move, which means Gigalith was so perfect to come in on Toxic. Or come in while he was taunted. Very unfortunate. And Noivern. But, like, I forgot that he was Mono Psychic. Yeah, Mono Heat Wave, so he didn't predict me. He just clicked his only attacking move. Very unfortunate. Because I let that happen. But, I mean, how was I supposed to know, you know? So I wanted to get the kill. Everything's going well for me right now. So his Defogger's dead. His Mana Buzz. I am Toxic on Gigalith, but at this point, it's fine. Because it's 4-4, not 6-6. I don't have to consistently switch into Mana Buzz at this point. I almost said that twice. So I'm fine. Like, Toxic okay. You guys go Mana Buzz. You're just trying to Roost stall me. I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm lefties also. I'm not Z. Wait, sorry. It's late. I'm not Z Noivern. So I couldn't kill Siglith. That's why I didn't want to stay in. Because I couldn't kill. And I would have to hit 2 Hurricanes. And I didn't think the odds of that were very high. And he could go Metagross. I Hurricane because, I mean, it's kind of what I have to do versus Mana Buzz, which that's fine. I don't mind having to do that. Stoutland lives everything. So, but the problem is he could have Protect. So I can't go hard Stoutland. And he does have Protect. So, yeah, that's it. I go Roserade. I can't attack this, and this ball's useless at this point. Metagross walls, Sceptile walls, Mana Buzz walls. All I can do is get up Spikes, which don't do anything at this point because I already have one up. So I just sag it. I go Stoutland because I don't have to have Stand Up. I live a hit, so I can just click Frustration. I really have a bad cough. I'm just gonna keep clicking. If this mon's sleeping, I got a Fine Roll. Do a Fine Roll. He rolls Quake. That's okay. As long as he doesn't roll Mash. He just rolls another Quake. So my Stoutland's down to 20, but that doesn't really matter. It just means I can't go hard Stoutland on Sceptile. I have really bad cough. But Stoutland's going to get a kill here. Like, it will get a kill. So I kill Metagross. He goes Sceptile because he kind of has to. He could go Raikou as well. But maybe you should have gone Ryko. I don't know. It's like the same thing. Like you're forcing a sack either way. I do go hard Gigalith because I know you're gonna Dragon Pulse, and I would like to preserve. I kind of have to do that. That's kind of a 50-50 there because if you leave Storm into Gigalith, I lose. So actually, I guess I made the right play, or I made a good play, but yeah. I get that play right, but you're always gonna put Dragon Pulse there. You're not gonna leave Storm. That's a hard call. He's gonna Dragon Pulse again. I just sack Noivern. Get in my Stoutland. At this point, I have 3 turns. He protects, give me 2 turns. Yeah, he gives me 2 turns left. And so Smpl dies. Mandibuzz dies at the percentage it's at. Maybe. It does. And Ryko dies. So everything dies to frustration. So at this point, 2 turns left after Protect. You have to sack Smpl. You have to go Mandibuzz. And then Mandibuzz dies. So, and Ryko dies too. So I just get a kill. I get 2 kills here. That's it. I just get 2 kills here. So he gets the Protect off. That's fine. I'm going to get 2 kills here. There's nothing he can do about it. And so that essentially seals the game because then after Sand runs out, I should go sack Gigalith and bring back in Stoutland, and I win. Until he gets the double Protect. So that's really, really bad because I had a 100% win without that. And now I don't. Because I kill Smpl here, which is great. I mean, whatever. But now Sand's out. So this is a 50-50. Your Mandibuzz does die to frustration. And so does Ryko. If I sack Gigalith as you T-Bolt, I frustration win. That's it. I just went with frustration. Yeah, that's it. I just went with frustration. There's nothing else to it. If you double into Mandibuzz as I go Gigalith, then you can Roost, and now Mandibuzz wins. And then you win the game, because I can't beat Mandibuzz at that point. So yeah, it's 50-50 here. Whether you T-Bolt as I stay in, or go Mandibuzz as I switch. That's it. That's just the 2 plays. I stay in. I thought that... I thought me sacking Gigalith was like a lot more obvious. Because, I mean, first off, it's the obvious play. So I figured while it's a 50-50, that's the first thought. Like, this is only a 50-50 because I know that Gigalith is the play, you know? So I thought sacking Gigalith was the more likely play. So that's what he's going to expect. So yeah, I mean, it's a 50-50. Just pick one. By the way, I thought about this none. I insta-clicked frustration. I knew. Well, I didn't know. I really didn't know. I'm just lying. But I knew. Hell no, I knew. I got this play right. I knew. I insta-clicked frustration. My timer did not show up. His doesn't either, though. But I insta-clicked it, so I'm way cooler. Yep. And so I kill Mandibuzz. And here, all I have to do is sack Gigalith. I sack Gigalith. I go Stoutland, and I can kill. So yeah. We beat the 5-0 player. No, we beat the 4-1 player. He did play Gondra last week, because he's cursed. He can't get 5 wins in a tournament. He talked about this. Sorry. That's like a not a known thing. Sorry. I should have called him out like that. But that I remember. He was 4-1. He was 4-1, and he had just lost to Gondra last week. So yeah, that was a gas game. That was super good. So now we're sitting at 3-3. going into the final week of the regular season. Our team is like locked for playoffs, like probably, but it's not 100%. So I should win this. I just reused. I think the thing was we didn't have a scout really for Charmflash, so it was like I'll just use whatever, and I'll use this very good team. I've used this before. I love it a lot. It's Choice Random Machamp, Curse Lax, Curse Recycle Lax, Dumeyes is Spin. I mean, whatever. Roserade is Wide Lens, Spikes, Sleep Powder, Leaf Storm, Hidden Power Ice. Reggie's really quick, and Noivern is Noivern. It's Z-Fly. Really cool team. I like it a lot. And it was proven. So yeah, if I'm gonna reuse, I'm gonna reuse this. I think Charmflash had a scout, but it like wasn't real. I mean, like it was a real scout. Either he didn't have a scout, or he did, and it was like it's a dumb scout, and it was pointless to look at. And then considering the team he brought, wow, yeah, I would believe not having a scout. This is wild. Fortress, Umbreon, Rhyperior, weird ass team. Looks like he has 6-0 by Move Blast, but I guess I'll make the rules here. How about the Gardevoir? What would happen? I'd win. That's what I'm telling you. My Gardevoir would 6-0. But I didn't. I brought Bandit Machamp. Which Bandit Machamp's actually pretty decent here. I mean, like, it's not great. He's 3 fighting resist and protect Umbreon, so it's like not good. But if I get it in on a Rhyperior and knock into Cosmo or knock into Noivern, that's very good. So yeah. But otherwise, it's not really great here. It's a pretty bad matchup. Curse Lax is extremely good here. If it's not toxic on Rhyperior or toxic on Fortress, I mean, one of them is bound to have toxic, if not just both of them. But like, what if they don't? But yeah, I Perma Wall Necrozma with Snorlax. Dumeyes should be able to spin block. I'm okay. If Fortress is toxic, I think it's a problem because my Dumeyes is Synthesis. It's not Rest. If it's Volt Switch, Fortress, Dumeyes Perma Walls. I mean, it just comes in every time spin blocks. So then my hazards go up, and that's very good. If it's toxic, that's not the case, and that's really bad. It's also bad for Snorlax if it's toxic. So yeah, I just have to hope it's not toxic. That's really it. Toxic Fortress is really problematic. But I'm not gonna be able to keep my hazards up. Curse Lax is gonna struggle. I mean, I would just go Reggie. It's not like Toxic Fortress is like a problem. It's just like it makes this matchup a lot more annoying. But yeah, I don't really know what's going on with this team. It's weird. I don't really know what to think. I lead Lax because it doesn't lead poorly into anything. Minus Toxic Rook, he's not leading Toxic Rook, so that's it. Oh, Toxic Rook is a problem though. Toxic Rook is a big problem. I gotta get turns right versus it. He switched with me immediately. So my very good Curse Lax is dead. So that sucks. He goes Rhyperior. I mean, yeah. I get Dumeyes because Dumeyes can always come in on Rhyperior and spin, so that's good. Like, I get spins off very freely. But now that he's real switcheroo, he can switcheroo me a Figgy Berry, but like, that's fine. I still have 50% recovery, like, I'm okay with that. I throw my rocks. I decided to be tossed to get my chip. He reveals Pain Split, which is weird because I don't know what that means. I don't know what his set will be. He can't really fit Pain Split, you know. I protect just to get my HP back, but Pain Split, Rapid Spin, Gyro Ball. So last move is either Spikes or Toxic or Volt Switch. It's probably Spikes, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. If it's not Volt Switch, then he's trapped here, but he reveals Volt Switch, so it doesn't matter. He has Toxic Rogue, which is interesting because I live, but yeah, I don't know. I just think it's a weird play. You have a 100% Noivern and it has Roost, and you have an Umbreon. I just like, yeah, this miss sucked, but like I don't think you should have gone this Pokemon. This was a big threat to my team, mind you. This does not kill me. I'm a dumbass, and I have defense investment, so yeah. I just like, yeah, that miss sucked, but you also shouldn't have gone this Pokemon. You had no reason to go this Pokemon. I mean, you have an Umbreon and a Noivern. Like, I just don't think you should have gone this Pokemon. And this Demise at 19 still 100% comes in on Fortress too. It doesn't come in on Rhyperior, so that sucks. But like, I come in on Fortress, so I still spin block perfectly fine. I risked to be Life Orb Necross, but I'm like, holy shit, I gotta click Body Slam. Yeah, this shit did 28. I click Body Slam. Do I get a para? I do get a para too. So I'm getting like decently lucky, but I just did this because I knew he was gonna Moonlight, and that's fine. This was not a prediction. It was either he was going to go Rhyperior, or he was going to go for Moonlight. Like, it's either one's fine. He's not gonna Photon there. Photon there makes no sense. You're either going to go into Rhyperior, or you're going to Moonlight. So either way, and getting this off with Demise, like getting this left user recovery, is just good to have into Rhyperior specifically, because now I can come in on Rhyperior unless it's Stone Edges or Rock Blast. So like, yeah. But anyways, the Cosmo is a problem. My Snorlax is tricked, so it's like kind of frustrating to deal with. It still doesn't do anything to Reggie though, so it's like I can just play this interaction. You're Parrot too. You get a fucking crit. So suddenly I can't play this interaction. But I mean, I got a para. I got a para. And I got a Gunshot Dodge, which is really helpful. But that was a bad play. You shouldn't have gone the Pokemon. You have no Umbreon. But yeah. So now it's like, well, shit. You're not gonna. This is a whack play. I don't know why I protected. I really don't. I just didn't expect him to Moonlight. I don't know why. Well, I guess I just fully expected Heat Wave or Photon because it's the offensive click. And like, Moonlight is fine, but you're just like, you are paralyzed. Like, I'm bound to get a para at some point. Here I just go Noivern on Heat Wave. I know he's gonna Heat Wave. This is also max HP. This is max HP, max special attack. I think, if I recall correctly. Because it seems to kill, but he Moonlights, so that's fine. It's fine. It's not good, but at least my Noivern's alive. And I go for a Hurricane, and he finally gets paralyzed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Broke through 7 turns in a row. Or no, I guess he broke through 6 turns in a row. So I mean, it's bound to happen. I mean, that's it. I don't feel bad for that. U-turn because it kills, and it gives me initiative. Here I can just Leaf Storm. Or Sleep Powder, because I have Wide Lens, so I feel comfortable Sleep Powdering. But now I get my spikes up. So now a spike is up, which means the Crossbow is dead. Fortress can't spin. Right, my Noivern looks spectacular. Umbreon is currently sleeping, and it's burned 0 turns. So yeah, everything's going to take chip now. I go Dumb Eyes because it's just the right play. He does go double to Noivern, which is good, but that's okay. I'm just not too worried about that Mon. The problem is my Reggie is at 18, and my Snorlax is fucking confused. So that's bad, because he does miss, though. I do break through, so that's good. He Roost. I think I hit myself here. Yep, I do. As he Hurricanes. I think I hit myself again. Yep. So that's really sucks, because now, what's it called? Now I wasn't able to spam Body Slam. And I don't have anything to go here, really. I go Reggie because, I mean, I live. That's it. I don't even have to protect. But I do protect because Flamethrower exists. I was pretty certain he wouldn't be Flamethrower, but what if he was? You know? So, yeah. Just in case. It was just in case. I go hard Machamp because I expected Rock move here. I didn't actually expect him to click Rocks. So, but Rocks are okay. Like, at this point, Rocks are okay. It's not good. I don't want Rocks up, but it's okay to have Rocks up because I can still spin. Del Mai's after rocks is at 19. I still spin on Fortress. He sacks the Cosmo. As I click close combat, this is Choice Bandit, and I have Smpl investment. I live this Hurricane. He's also has some HP. I don't think he's max special attack. Actually, I know he's not max special attack. So he's not max special attack, and I have Smpl investment. I live this Hurricane. Do you know what happens? He hits and crits me. I live. Oh, it's a damage roll, but it's much in my favor. I don't remember what the damage roll is, but I know it was a damage roll much in my favor. And that was assuming he had special attack. I don't know how much he was, so I just guessed. So yeah, this was a damage roll. If he was max special attack, it was a damage roll. And he's not max special attack. I know he's not because the Snorlax damage. So yeah, that was really unlucky because I live. And so like my Snorlax died to hitting to confusion into double hit self, and then my Machamp dies to a crit. And this one's super annoying. That's why like it's so annoying. I go Noivern. I don't go Registeel because I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Because like no, actually I don't know. I just went Noivern. I think I was like moderately tilted, and then I fucking go for Hurricane and miss, and he Dragos me. Like this is such bullshit, dude. Like it's such bullshit. Like I'm not getting anything at this point. I got lucky-ish early. Mind you, he made a bad play, and that's why the luck happened. But I mean, either way, I did get a very lucky gunk shot dodge, but ever since then, very lucky on his part. Really, I was getting really angry at this point, because it's such bullshit. But I go Rose. Like, I could still win. Mind you, I could still win. But now I'm probably gonna need like fortune, some type of fortune. I have HBIs. I do just click it. Or no. I predict Fortress because I'm just I'm down. Like I'm down. I need to make predictions. So I call this Fortress. So I'm able to get my spin off. So that's good. I go for Synthesis first though, because so I could permanently spin on Rhyperior. I didn't think you would hard Noivern. That was really it. I just didn't think you hard Noivern. I could do this interaction all day with Fortress, so he full switches out to Noivern. Now Registeel can come in safely. Hurricane does not do anything. A switcheroos, which I'm perfectly okay with. Obviously having leftovers is cool, but I'm okay with not having them because a Figgy Berry means if I take a Volt Switch or something from Fortress, I'm gonna get 50% back. If I take a Foul Play from Umbreon, I get 50% back. Like, if I take Rocks even, I get 50% back. He can't hurt. Like, essentially now, his boyfriend actually just can't beat me. Because if he hits me, I just get 50% back. So yeah, that's actually really nice for me then. I'm just spamming side. I think Toxic here. Yeah, that's good for me, mind you. Because now, this Rhyperior is taking chip while I go and still spin, while I'm still spinning off these rocks, is now taking chip while I'm doing it. He stays in, whatever, that doesn't matter. Pretty crispy. He hit crits. But that's fine, because I live. You know what happens? I said this is because I live everything, unless he, hit crits again. Surely that wouldn't happen, right? He hit crits. Holy fuck, dude. This is the luckiest game of all time. Like, dude, I was actually mad. I don't get that mad at Pokemon all the time. Oh, I was mad. This was such bullshit. Dude, such a robbery. I didn't want to go Rose Raid because I need my hazards up, and if Fortress is going to come in and spin my hazards away, it's going to do that punish. Like, Reggie actually punishes it while Rose Raid doesn't. This Quake play, he's always going to Quake, but, like, I'm faster. I know I am. Fortress is going to be able to spin, but, like, the problem is Umbreon walls. Like, Umbreon plus Noivern theoretically walls the last. So, like, it's not good. A seismic toss, because he has to choose what he's going to click. He's click spin, obviously. Like, theoretically, these three wall my stuff at this point. Like, theoretically, I can't actually do anything. But I get my rocks back up because I need fortress to die to an HP ice. Before, like, because now HP ice kills, or even Leaf Storm. Like, essentially, I just kill fortress now. So fortress is not an issue at this point. He can't wish past to fortress, because if he wishes past to fortress, I actually lost. That's it. I could not beat fortress at that point. Fortress plus Umbreon at least. Umbreon stays asleep. I get a spike up to secure the kill into fortress, so I don't have to take the Leaf Storm. And forcing switches with Umbreon, I figured would be useful too. Throws off a wish, which doesn't matter. I just sleep powder. I have wide lance, I'm sure to hit. Probably. So now I just play this interaction with Registeel where I have to sit on him, which is fine. I mean, I have Toxic. He has nothing to wish pass into. That's why I did this, because I didn't want to wish passing into fortress under any circumstance. I mean, not this on Reggie, he couldn't do that, but with Roserade, he could. But now I get his Toxic. Like, Foul Blade does 14. That's not much. And I get my Figgy Berry. And I'm actually confused because that's how that works. But that's okay. I really don't need to hit myself. I think I switch into Roserade here because I actually cannot afford to hit myself because every bit of chip's going to matter. I get the Toxic off first. And then I go Roserade here. No. I go Roserade, like, next turn. Because I'm trying to force the wish as I go Roserade. As he does. So that's good. I think I just Leaf Storm. Yep. I just Leaf Storm. As he sacks Fortress, that's okay. That doesn't matter. My Registeel still permanently walls Noivern. And now the Umbreon's going to come in at 50%. Which is a throw. Mind you. Here's a Dodge Hurricane, which is nice. That doesn't really matter, but it's just nice to have happen. Seismic Toss. I think I spam Seismic Toss. I'm not letting this Umbreon come in for free. And I Seismic Toss again, and it dies. It's gonna die Toxic anyway. So yeah. I just Toxic Protect, stall, and then win. Whack. I think Charm played this like dicks and got extremely lucky. Like, I got lucky early with Gunk Shot dodge, but everything after got... Charm got everything to get back into this game. I mean, the double crit hit on Delmise is so crazy. That was a complete bailout, but it's okay. It's okay. So yeah, my team's on the playoffs. So we're playing in semis. We play LPZ. That's scary. LPZ is very good. That's it. LPZ is very good. And I got a fucking god-awful... This is like an unwinnable matchup. Mind you, well, okay, maybe I would say unwinnable. But dude, this shit is like unwinnable. It actually like is. I can't win this. Nidoqueen is... I'm a sub 3 attacks Nidoqueen because LPZ didn't use any bronze. Or no. LPZ did not have a scout. LPZ had not played any Sun Moon outside of RUGL. Which the problem with that is I didn't know that because I asked for a scout and I was told that LPZ had no Sun Moon scout. LPZ started in Sun Moon in RUGL for 7 weeks. LPZ has a Sun Moon scout. And I didn't get it until the day of because I went and found it. I was like, I know. It was because I was looking at RUGL stuff. And then I saw LPZ started in Sun Moon. I'm like, oh my fucking god, I knew LPZ had a scout. But yeah, we're also using Bronzong. I never used Bronzong, so that's cool. And I never used Blastoise either. Yeah, this seems really actually interesting. I kind of like it. This team's untested though, so that's probably bad. And I got a bad match. Oh, actually, no, it's a fine matchup. It's like whatever. My Talk Chirp's really good if Nidoqueen gets weakened. But yeah, I mean, we'll get over that. Anyway, Nidoqueen, it's a sub 3 attacks because there was no Bronzong usage in their scout or their team scout because their former Sun Moon starter. He had been playing Inu all season and had been really bad. Their starter was... I forgot. But yeah. So they switched. They switched their RU and Inu players in playoffs. So LPZ starting in Sun Moon. Are you? I keep saying Sun Moon. I mean Are you? This is Sun Moon Premier League. Yeah. That's it. LPC's playing Are you? And there was no Bronzong, so I was like, yeah, we should use sub 3 attacks Nidoqueen. It looks very good. And there was some like fat water usage, so it was modest Nidoqueen with Earth Power, Thunderbolt, Sludge Wave, I think. No, Ice Beam. Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Earth Power, and that we facing a fucking Bronzong and AV Hariyama. So I really couldn't get much of a worse matchup from Nidoqueen. I really couldn't. Bronzong's very good though because they have their own Nidoqueen. Hopefully it's not Fire Move, which if they looked at a scout, they're probably not Fire Move because I never used Bronzong. So yeah, we both brought Nidoqueen Bronzong, which is cool, I guess. Odd parallel there. I paired it with Bronzong because like Ice Resist, Psychic Resist, Ground Immunity. Just the pairing made way too much sense. That's really it. And I need a rocker that wasn't Nidoqueen. Also, that means that their Nidoqueen is probably 4 attacks. I highly doubt it's sub. Mine's sub because I don't know. I just doubt their sub. It's not really a move Nidoqueen runs, so it's probably Fire Move, which is bad because that means they have a Fire Move for Bronzong. Theoretically, I actually don't remember if they do or not, but like if they have Bronzong, that means the Bronzong's the rocker. And Nidoqueen is probably 4 attacks. We had Rabombi. It's the pivoting Rabombi I used a few weeks ago. It's Moonblast Psychic U-Turn Roost with Fairy Z. It's actually pretty good here. If Bronzong is dead, it actually super smokes. But the problem is there's no way Bronzong dies. But I can weaken Bronzong with Blastoise and like I have Xatu. Speaking of which, I use a Xatu. Dude, if I face a Drapion, I lost. I'm in mute, sorry. Yeah, if I face a Drapion, I had double Psychic that both got trapped by Bronzong, or Drapion. That'd be really bad. But yeah, I use Xatu. This is... What's the 4th move? It's just standard Xatu. It's, I think this one's slow. I think this one's... I mean, it's timid. I know it's timid. I think it's just faster. I don't even know. I just don't remember how much speed the Xatu is. But, yeah, it's Xatu. There's just standard Spin Blastoise. And then Toxicroak is SD. Life Orb is not Z. Their team. I mentioned already the Bronzong Nidoqueen. Their team's actually, like, quite similar, kind of. It's Bronzong Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen's not the rocker, that's why you bring Bronzong. And their typings match up very well. You have a Spinner and Delmise. They have a Raikou, which is... Oh, also, Raikou smokes my team, too. That's really bad. Yeah. Raikou's a really big problem. So, yeah. Noivern, I'll check fine. I have Faster Mon. I have Defensive Answer. I have Lives, everything. I have Lives, everything. So, like, game should be good, though. It's going to be really difficult. Also, Hariyama's, like, kind of a problem. Actually, kind of. It's actually just really annoying. Its AV is super frustrating because I brought a Blastoise. And the 1 week I loaded Blastoise, I loaded AV Hariyama. Like, come on, man. I didn't load Blastoise either. I hadn't used Blastoise in RUPL. Wait, maybe I used it. No, I don't even know. I don't think I used it in RUPL at all. I don't use Blastoise much. I don't know. And I hadn't loaded it at all in Sun Moon Premier League. And then I loaded the AV Hariyama. And Raikou. So yeah, really unfortunate. I lead Rabombi. He leads Delmise. That's fine. That's fine. I lead Rabombi because it matched up well into Noivern. And, I mean, it's just... Rabombi matched up fine into every Pokemon minus Bronzong. And really Delmise, too. I didn't really load into Delmise either. But he led Delmise. So, that's not good. After you turn out... this bluffs Specs. That's why it said it's so kind of helpful. Because it bluffs Specs. But I'm not Specs. I have Z. But it bluffs Specs. I go Xatu because I don't want to get Bronzong trapped by Rest Delmise. So, yeah, Xatu doesn't get trapped by Rest Delmise. I just U-turn, I think. Yep. That's what it's saying again. And he gets Raikou. I just fully expected that. Nidoqueen. problem is my Nini Queen doesn't fucking do anything, but I have no other option. I had nothing else to go. Like, this Raikou is a giant threat. That's the craziest thing. I'm in preview. I also mentioned, my voice cracked. Before this match, I was like, yeah, the worst thing we can load into is Raikou and like a Bronzong, and he loaded that, and it's like, of course he did. So yeah, this was like probably one of the worst matchups I could get with this team because it's really Raikou weak. And Bronzong hard walls Nita Queen. So yeah, that's not good. He does go AV Hariyama. That's definitely because he doesn't want Bronzong getting fire moved. Because I mean I have because I have my own Bronzong, so I mean Nita Queen's not rocks. So I know he's gonna go Hariyama. I go Rabombi because I just expect a knockoff. I do reveal Z here, but I mean I need to switch into knockoff. Nothing else I can do really about that. I could have Z'd here, but I didn't. And so that's very bad because now I've switched into this Pokemon. I go Toxicroak because I mean I have nothing else to go. I have to switch into something. Double knocked. I do kill. I just throw off an attack. I'm Scarf. I'm not ST Life Orb. I literally completely lied. Yeah, I'm not Z. I'm not ST Life Orb. Yeah, I'm just a dirty liar. What the fuck? Oh yeah, because I'm weak to everything. Like Slazzle was a big problem. Yeah, I also like Toxicroak a lot. I like Toxicroak a lot. But yeah, I low kick. I know Bronzong's probably coming in. I have knockoff, but it doesn't kill. But like, I'm very okay clicking that because, I mean, if I knock Bronzong, that means Rabombi like auto wins. So that's cool. And I knocked Nita Queen, which is great because this ball's a problem. And now you actually don't do anything to Bronzong. But I also have Earthquake, so I just click Earthquake as he does switch. So he played around the Toxicroak pretty decently. He definitely, the double was very unfortunate because it lets your Nita Queen get knocked. But I go Bronzong. I think it's Switcheroo. That's pretty bad because this is my best Raikou answer. So yeah, that's really bad. I just throw up a Psywave. Dumb Eyes can't beat Psywave. It is rest, but it can't beat Psywave. I mean, it ultimately will lose to Psywave, yeah. Like, I know he's gonna knock. So I just go this mon. I gunk shot here. I do hit. It does a shit ton. I want to gunk shot again, but I don't click. I do click it. Oh, I do click it. Yeah, I know he's gonna roost, and I don't get fucking rewarded, which is so unfortunate. Because now I know he's gonna get an attack off, which is really annoying. Because now my Bronzong has to take a Hurricane plus U-turn. And I don't want to take that. Like, that's why I stayed in. But it doesn't U-turn, so it just means I don't have it, so I just Draco last. I mean, that's fine. But what goes Raikou, which I'm very okay with. At this point, I really struggle with Raikou, so getting this off into Raikou is amazing. And you still don't kill me, but I know you're going to click Thunderbolt here, as he clicks Protect. So that's the best turn possible. I just throw off an Earth Power. I'm throwing off an Earth Power. I'm not clicking anything else. I'm throwing off an Earth Power. That Raikou is a big threat, and I got 50% off for free. Or I guess 40% off for free. I can't touch this, so I just go Zatu. Reveal Psywave. It's whatever. I have Roost. I mean, though I don't click Roost here. I U-turn. Because I'm trying to maintain offensive momentum into this Raikou. It's a big problem. I have to maintain offensive momentum in a Raikou. Because otherwise, I could lose this mod so easily. I just throw off Earth Power, I think again, because I'm just very concerned about Raikou. Maybe could have done something else there, but I just go Zatu. I kind of expected Rocks here, because Rocks into Blastoise, but it does Psywave. It's not like Zatu's doing anything at this point anyway. I mean, it was only coming in on Bronzong. So yeah. This does allow, the problem is I don't have anything else to go other than Blastoise, and this just allows in Hariyama. But he makes a terrible play. I'm kidding. Well, like, I don't think staying in was the play. You do really need your Bronzong HP. And, yeah, you have a fucking Hariyama, so just go it. But now that this Bronzong's so chipped, yeah, here I expect Hariyama. I just made the call here. Maybe that was why, because I doubled on Hariyama multiple times. Or I guess, no, I'd switch on Knock multiple times. I don't know. I can throw off a gunk shot here, I think. Yeah, I throw off a gunk shot here. It's just free to click. Or maybe I low kick. No. I gunk shot here. And then I just click Knock. Because, I mean, it's free. Knocking a Noivern's good. It's not like, I'm getting something out of this progress. I go Bronzong because, I mean, I have to. I don't have anything else to really go. I do get my rocks up here because, I mean, yeah. It's just like, again, now with rocks up, I can pressure Raikou even harder. I pressure Noivern. But here, I go Rabombi. It ends up being really bad because he reveals Heavy Slam. These don't run Heavy Slam most of the time. It's a knockoff Earthquake, Close Combat, Bullet Punch is what I expected. Or Stone Edge, but you're not clicking Stone Edge. I mean, yes, you could Stone Edge there, but you're not going to click Stone Edge there on top of this growth. That makes no sense. Theoretically, that wouldn't make sense, but I expected just Bullet Punch. So I expected a Close Combat here, obviously. Just into hard Toxicroak, and I had nothing else to go. But I just didn't expect Heavy Slam, like, because Rabombi would live Close Combat into Bullet Punch. So I assumed this was fine. And then I get Heavy Slam. It's like, that's really bad because I needed this Pokemon. I needed this Pokemon. It beats Nidoqueen, it beats Noivern, it beats Hariyama, and it beats Raikou. And I U-turn on Bronzong. And if this does not protect Bronzong, the Rocks plus U-turn chip will pressure this into death. Like, Rabombi was going to win this game. And I have Z. Like, after a U-turn, Z's gonna kill. Like, Rabombi was going to win this game, and it died. But, like, I had nothing else to go. Like, I can't go Nidoqueen. I had Bronzong in, locked into rocks. Toxicroak can come in. That's my way to revenge this. And then Blastoise I needed. So, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I had no other choice. Like, Rabombi was probably always my play, but it really sucks losing Rabombi. But I have to go Toxicroak and no other way to revenge. I think I just throw off a gunk. I made low kick here because I was scared. I didn't want to miss. That was it. I didn't want to miss. That was actually the only reason I clicked that. I just really didn't want to miss. Because I assumed Hariyama was the sack there. But you keep it for Blastoise, so that makes sense. I just figured you offensively beat Blastoise at this point. But I get keeping it. It makes perfect sense. I just didn't want to miss. That was it. Hurricanes, which is fine. I just throw off a Psy Wave or a Gyro Ball. Maybe I Gyro Ball. I have both. I'm not Protect. I do throw off a Psy Wave, which Psy Wave is fine. It does enough. And I like it's spammable. The problem is I'm getting bad rolls with Psy Wave, but I get a 42 there, so like I'm good. And like here I know you're going to roost because I mean you're going to. Like that's what I was just waiting on. I was just waiting for a turn I can get in Nidoqueen. And Nidoqueen can just click attack here. Because Bronzong, I click Thunderbolt here because that's my best move for. Oh no, I click Ice Beam because I'm scared. Yeah, I click Thunderbolt there. I should have clicked Thunderbolt there, but I do click Ice Beam. I do click Thunderbolt here and I get a crit. That is pretty fortunate, but ultimately, like, I don't know what he was clicking. If it's rocks, I don't think it matters. If it's Psy Wave and he got like a decent roll, like if you got like a min roll Psy Wave, it didn't matter. Or if you click rocks, I really don't think it mattered either. But if he got like a decent to high roll Psy Wave, then I think it would have been nice. Because this Thunderbolt didn't kill. Like, it didn't. So, that's a pretty lucky crit, but I don't think it was like game. I mean, okay, it's definitely helpful. It's definitely super helpful. But I don't think, like, I lost. Like, I don't think I lost. And I don't think that was like a bailout, you know? I don't think that was a bail at all. The problem is this Nidoqueen's not max speed. It is modest, and if I was max speed modest, I would just stay in. But I'm not. I'm not max speed. That's it. I'm just not max speed. So I have to switch here. I mean, but they're always gonna click Earth Power. I mean they don't, but like I fully expected Earth Power here because Ice Beam's not gonna like kill. But you really don't have to kill. You just need the chip buff for Raikou. Because that's the end game you're going for at this point. I have to keep Nidoqueen at 100% because that's the only way I can beat Raikou at this point. So I go Bronzong. I mean, that's my way to play. I just click Sidewave, I believe. Or no, I doubled a Blastoise here because I expected Fire move. That was it. I just expected Fire move. Here I get a free Ice Beam, though, so that's cool. Noivern's low now, which is very valuable because I can force turns. The problem is now Hariyama, like, gets a kill here. But, I mean, that's okay. Bronzong finally... Like, this Bronzong was super useful. Despite getting tricked, it was super useful here. But it gets a kill. I go Nidoqueen. I do kill with Earth Power. So I wrap that up. He goes Nidoqueen. I think... I don't know what he is. Probably just max speed timid. I'm not, so I have to switch out, and I have to keep this mon at 100%. I just go Blastoise. I live. And I get an Ice Beam attack here. No, I get a Dark Pulse. I get a Dark Pulse kill here. I don't Ice Beam because Ice Beam doesn't kill Raikou, but Dark Pulse does. So I go for Dark Pulse. I don't think Dark Pulse killed, Dark Pulse didn't kill Nidoqueen either. I'm, like, super certain, if I recall correctly. Or Dark Pulse didn't kill, didn't kill Nidoqueen, but it put it in Rock's range. Which was enough for me. But at this point, Nidoqueen should win. Probably. I mean, he had to sack Raikou. That was his play. But... I might have to get, like, one more play right. Actually, I don't think that's true. Because he has to go Noivern here, and he has to click Hurricane. I just sacked Toxicroak. Oh. Oh, no. Wait, no, I'm wrong. Yeah, no, I'm wrong. This is a play. But because you hit that, it doesn't matter. I just go Nidoqueen. I click Ice Beam. I kill one of them. I kill Noivern. You would have to hit Confuse, and I would have to hit myself. That's the only way you could win at that point. You would have to hit on Blastoise to kill me, and then you would have to hit Confuse, and Nidoqueen would have to hit themselves. That's the only way for me to lose at this point. Because Earthquake would always kill Nidoqueen. So I win. In a matchup that's not favored by me. I think I played this godly. I'm not going to lie. This is my best game of the tournament. That and Bouff's game. I think they were both very good, but I think this was, like, I think this had very little room for error. I don't know what turn I did wrong. I think sacking Rabombi was probably wrong. What else am I going to go? Like, actually, what else was I going to go? Rocks were the reason I won this game, so, like, I had to have Rocks up, for sure. Yeah, I think I did everything possible to win this game. I think this was probably a masterclass. My best game of the tournament. And yeah, we ended up winning the week. I think we comfortably won the week too. So yeah, we're on the finals, playing a rematch versus Bouff. Bouff at this point, after going 4-1, he is still 4-4 now. He lost 4 games in a row, so he's still searching for that 5th W. And I bring my fabled Registeel Mandibuzz stuff. So, kind of interesting. This team is weird. I don't know if this team is any good. Yeah, I don't know if this team's any good, but it's okay. I'm 5-6-3, 5-3. I'm 5-3. Yeah, he's 4-4. I'm 5-3. I think if I win, I probably get #1 SM RUer player. I think. I don't know. But we were also down. This is finals. We were down at this point. We were down 0-2, actually. I was the 3rd game of the week. I was playing Sunday early afternoon. I was playing at like 11. Yeah, I was playing it like Sunday at 11:30 a.m. I think we actually started like 11:40 a.m., which is the earliest I ever play. I don't play Pokemon, but we didn't have a time we could play. Like, he couldn't play during the week, but he also couldn't play on Saturday at all. So I had to play on Sunday, but I worked from 4, but he also couldn't go at like after 12. So like, we really didn't have a time we could play. So I had to adjust. I did make adjustments. I had to wake up to play. Actually, no, I woke up really early because we built this team right before the game. Me and Neo. Oh, speaking of which, actually, we'll get into that after. But Neo has been helping me for the second half of the season, by the way. So if you want to count him as the reason I won, hey, that's fine. I understand. I actually don't remember what week we brought him in, but he was extremely helpful. We'll get into that, though. But yeah. So we're playing finals. We had wanted to bring in Miss Magius the first time, but we ended up not. And then this time we also didn't. Because after our game the first time, he used 2 Drapions, and he used a Drapion in our World Cup. So at that point, I was like, and Neo wanted to use a Miss Magius, but I was just like, I think loading a Miss Magius into a potential Drapion is a throw. Like, it's actually just a throw. That makes no sense. To be fair, though, Rocky and Miss Magius would have smoked this team, but only that would have been good. So yeah, the Bouff team is cool. It's well, I mean, I'm assuming it's Choice Band and Zygarde plus probably Z-Slow. I mean, it's definitely Z-Slow, bro. It's for sure Z-Slow, bro. There's no other Zmon, and like, it just makes too much sense, I think, to be Z. Cause like, look at the team and look at like Waters. It's just definitely Gigavolt. It's the most obvious Gigavolt ever, I think. I mean, it's not obvious, I guess, but like, there's no other Zmon unless you're Z Zygarde, which means you're not Choice Banded, which means that Pokemon sucks. I think only Choice Banded Zygarde's good. And by the way, big problem. I have no ground resist. Mandibuzz checks it, even with rock sub question mark. But I make a really bad play turn 1. I put myself way behind. But we'll get into that when that happens. Oh yeah. But I forgot to like finish going over our team before I go over. I'll go over there since I started. It's definitely Choice Banded Zygarde plus Z Slowbro. Siggy is just the defog support. You have an Incineroar, so you have to be able to defog. Sceptile is Sceptile. I don't know exactly what moves. It could be Leech Seed. It could not be Leech Seed. It's actually no. It's probably Protect. It's probably Leech Seed Protect. It's not. It's definitely not Sub. I don't think, because I think you're too Zygarde weak, or you're too Golisopod weak. Especially because you want to like protect into, because Zygarde. If you can protect onto Golisopod for Zygarde, that could be really helpful. But Reggie's the rocker, and then Incineroar is probably just a pivoting Incineroar. It could be Z Incineroar, but I don't think, I might load that, but no one uses Z Incineroar. But no one uses Spadef Incineroar either, I guess. But I like Z Incineroar. I think it's actually good. I wrote up a thing for it, and then it never got sent through. So that sucked. Maybe I'll put that back in. QRT. I don't know. I don't care. But yeah, that's definitely the team. I think it's just pretty, like, on paper, very easy to call, because I don't think there's many options. The only other things it could be is just not Z Slowbro and it's Z Incineroar. It's like an offensive, maybe breaker. But, like, you have a breaking Siglet, you have a breaking Zygarde, you don't need another breaker, you need a pivot. Like, but it could be a knock switch, yeah. Like, otherwise you don't really switch it to a knock. Well, that's why you're Z Slowbro. So, like, yeah, anyway. My team is, we were talking about sub bulk up Beware, then we talked about sub SD. I think we did finally, I think I changed it to Shadow Claw right before the match instead of sub. Because I got, oh, maybe I am sub. I forgot. I think this might be, I forgot. I forgot whether I'm sub or Shadow Claw. I think I changed it to Shadow Claw before the match because I got scared of, like, Miss Magius. But yeah, it's SD Beware. Registeel's Registeel. Mandibuzz is, I think, just knock Brave Bird on this. I know it's Taunt, Knock, Brave Bird, Roost, I think. I know it's Taunt, Roost, Knock. I can't remember if my last move, I'm pretty sure my last move was Brave Bird. Rose Raid? I actually don't know. I actually don't know what my Rose Raid is. Alright, I went and looked. It's a Helmet Rose Raid. And it is Brave Bird Mandibuzz. It's a Helmet Rose Raid. And the what's it called? Flygon Scarf. And then Siggy is, I mean, it's just the default support, but it's Air Slash instead of Psychic, which is super good that I loaded that, by the way, because first off, Neomon was the reason we switched that. Originally, it was just gonna be Psychic Heat Wave, and then he was like, "Hey, maybe we should use Air Slash." And I'm like, "But no Psychic?" And he was like, "Yes," and I'm like, "You're definitely right." So I switched to Air Slash, and that matters a ton here because he loaded Slowbro and Incineroar. So Psychic would never be clicked in this game, and Air Slash will. Though on their side, I think the biggest threats are gonna be pivoting into Incineroar is really frustrating. I have no immediate answer to Incineroar. Flygon, I believe, is Roost, so if in a pinch, I can take it, but, like, I need my Scarf for Zygarde and Sceptile, because otherwise Sceptile could be annoying. It's, like, not the biggest problem, but if rocks are up, I like, Sceptile's a problem, I think. If it's Leech Seed, if it's Sub-Seed, it is actually a problem, but I don't think it's Sub-Seed. I think it's Protect. Because again, it's too weak to a close spot. And otherwise, Reggie just should be able to comfortably take it on. You can at least see Protect, but you're getting like 12. You see like 16 because 3 turns. But yeah, I'm fine. Like, Sceptile's fine. I think Siglet's the biggest problem. With Rock Stump, Siglet's a giant problem, actually. It beats Reggie, Beware, Flygon, Rose Raid. My 2 answers are my own Sigilyph, which is hardly a check, and then Mandibuzz, which is a check, but only if rocks aren't up. Because, I mean, and technically with rocks up, I can check it, but not consistently, really. Heat Wave does a good chunk. It does like 30-ish, which when I have to use it to consistently check Zygarde as well, like if I get burnt, wow, that would be bad. Wow, it would be bad. But I lead Mandibuzz, he leads Incineroar. I led Mandibuzz expecting anything. If you look at this, Mandibuzz is incredible in this matchup. It is probably going to be the reason I win this game. It's my best breaker. I mean, not breaker, sorry. It's my best anything. Like, it beats Zygarde. It checks Sigilyph. It beats Sceptile. I have Taunt, so I beat the last 2. It's super good here. And you know what I do? Turn 1, I knock. You know what that means? My bitch is getting Toxic. This walled 5 out of 6. And it checks Slowbro too, because I just Roost, as he definitely attacks me. Actually, no, I literally walled all 6. I walled all 6 with Mandibuzz, and I just sacked it. So whoopsies. Oopsie daisy. I really should have taunted here. I just expected a knock, but I can just taunt and then knock. This was a god-awful play. Absolute throw play. I'm super dumb for this. There's no justification. The only justification I have is I just fully expected a knock, but I don't know why, because he can just Toxic, and if he gets taunted, he can just knock next turn. Like, this made no sense. And now, I have no switches in this Incineroar. Yeah, you realize how much of a problem this Incineroar became because I let this get Toxic? Yeah, it's really bad. This was probably the worst possible, like, start. This actually could genuinely be game-changing, because now, Sigilyph Heat Wave pressures even harder. Zygarde 1,000 Arrows pressures even harder. And now I don't beat Registeel. I don't beat Incineroar. Like, it's so bad. This is so bad. I was pretty certain Knock was coming out. Knock did not come out. Now Sigilyph comes in. That's bad. My mon's toxic. I mean, I have to go it, but like, and it is Side Shock, so that's good for me. I double out to Beware because I expected Incineroar. He did not go Incineroar, so that's bad. Yeah, this game started really bad for me. I go Beware, I go Mana Buzz, and then I double. I mean, I just didn't really have another switch. Immediately, at least, first Scald plus Side Shock, and I know you're Gigavolt. I know you're Gigavolt, so I just Roost. I'm never going to give this Slowbro. Like, I'm never going to try to knock this Slowbro. Because it's just obviously the Cmon. So whether it's Waterium, I guess would be a problem. But, like, it's not. That doesn't exist. Psychium, I guess. But, no, it's just Gigavolt. It's just Gigavolt. Which is a whack bringing it to me because I don't load Blastoise and I don't load Golisopod. So it doesn't actually make any sense to load that. But, whatever. Yeah, I just Brave Bird for my chip. This thing's not clicking Gigavolt versus me under any circumstance. I mean, he couldn't click it there. I could just Roost. The problem is now my Mana Buzz is sitting at 59. So anytime Sigilyph comes in now, it's a really big problem. Because I'm toxic at 60%. Especially if Rocks go up. If Rocks goes up, that's bad. But he can't really consistently get Rocks up because I have Defog Siggy. So Rocks aren't going to be up in this game. But the problem is Siggy just lets in, like, and no, I'll be able to defog just fine. That's not a problem. The problem is he has 50 other things, like other things that pressure because I'm forced to defog. I doubled Sigilyph just expecting Registeel. That's just really it. I am Helmet, but I wanted to get offensive momentum. Now that Incineroar's knocked, I feel like getting any type of damage in that Mon would just be good. So I Air Slash calling it. I was really hoping to get 2 KO, but it didn't. I mean, you're either gonna go Slowbro or you're gonna go Incineroar. It's one or the other. So I'd just rather have offensive momentum than try to stall out with spikes. Because like my spikes are gonna stay up. He has a Sigilyph too, and like, so it's pointless. Like, I go Mana Buzz. I will have to eventually go Mana Buzz. This thing will be taking a knock eventually. Yeah, I could go Beware, but I can't go Beware there, I don't think. I mean, like, maybe I could, but I didn't. I just Roost. It's like, Roost is fine, but, like, I'm at 56. That's not good. He just spams Ice Beam. I don't know. You should try just to click Scald, get a chip, but I go Roserade. Or no, I go Registeel here because I don't want to go Roserade at 57 because in case he is not Gigavolt under some circumstance and he is like Icium or Waterium, you know, I don't want to get Side Shock there. And like, I don't want to take Ice Beams anyway because it just loses me momentum. I mean, that's also a thing. I just didn't want to take Ice Beams because I would be forced Synthesis. I just want to be forced Synthesis if I don't have to. I pivoted Siggy because I didn't want to take a Scald. That was really it. And I knew Siggy was coming in, and I can't let them on in with my Mana Buzz knocked in at 64. So like his 2 plays were Scald or go Siggy, and Siggy covered both of them. I just Air Slash, and then I Heat Wave. He goes for Rocks. I just defogged. I pivot Registeel. I will not give this thing Gigavolt. Like, Siggy can normally stay in. No, I'm not giving him the Gigavolt. I'm not dumb. Yeah, I'm not gonna give him the Gigavolt. I knew. That's not something you use versus me. That's not gonna work versus me. I promise you, it will never work versus me. But yeah, his Registeel's weakened, so I could play this interaction, but neither one of us have to. We can just both go our Siggys. He chooses not to, which is fine. I mean, the problem is I am forced. I did expect Incineroar here. So taking this actual damage does matter because now I defog and he can go Zygarde. Because I am going to defog, but he doesn't opt to go Zygarde, which is good. I don't want Zygarde coming in. I think I would have gone Zygarde. Because Thousand Arrows is free there. But I go Mana Buzz as a U-turn. So that's really bad, mind you, because now my Mana Buzz has to keep wasting Roost. And, like, I can do this, but, like, Mana Buzz is working. The problem is I am down to 12. I've already used 25% of my roost. And I still have it. Zygarde has not even came out. I have to roost on Zygarde every time. So that's bad. Click Scald. Scald and Rose Raid's good. I'm okay with that. Here I Synthesis, get my HP back. Next time I can potentially spike on Slowbro. Here, you gotta realize I have no switching. So I just could pivot Flygon. He has to scout for Stone Edge, just in case. Or I guess Outrage theoretically, but I'm not gonna Outrage. So yeah, I just U-turn. I get a Rose Raid. This is where I try to actually put on some pressure with Spike, I believe. No, I Sludge Bomb. I thought I spiked first. But here, I Sludge Bomb. Because I was thinking he's coming in. And like ultimately it's just gonna defog my spike away, so it's really pointless. Sludge Bomb actually gets something. Yeah, that's it. I actually get something out of Sludge Bomb. I just roost. The problem is he Heat Waves, and that's bad because it's definitely a speed tie, and if he wins it, I lose my Sigilyph, and I have to have Sigilyph. I just didn't expect him to stay in because I have Air Slash and he doesn't, so I do way more. Burn doesn't matter. Burn's actually probably better for me theoretically because now if he opts to Zap Cannon with Slowbro, then he can't paralyze me. That's actually probably better for me. I go Flygon because I just expected him to spam Heat Wave because he lives and I don't. So, but this actually looks like perfect for me. I just click Earthquake here. I'm not predicting. He had 2 switch-ins, technically 3 if you want to count Sceptile, but I'm not predicting there. Losing Incineroar is very good for me because I still live to hit from Sigilyph. So he gets in Zygarde finally, and this is where I mean, yeah, it's a problem. I do live though, and I can get my Earthquake. Oh no, I die, but this is the least useful member. I live a full, but no, this was just the least useful member. I check Sceptile still with Registeel. Slowbro it permanently walls Flygon. So, like, I'm just gonna get my chip in his Zygarde. But where it lives, I can put on some pressure with a sub. I did make this one sub. I sub because it's just, I guarantee something. Like, something will take a hit. I don't have to predict. Go Sceptile, and I just double edge or super. Oh, no, I have Z. Duh, I have Z. So, yeah, this essentially gave me a kill. Because if you go Slowbro, I just SD and then Z. And if you go Sceptile, like, more offensively, or Sigilyph offensively, then I can just Z. That's why I have sub. It's so don't force 50-50s. I don't have to make. I go Reggie because I do take it. It's just Reggie's a pivot, and I get burnt. It's not really bad. It's really not. It doesn't matter too much. But now I can't play the Reggie. I'm not ever gonna play the Reggie interaction. But now, like, I don't know. It's just I got burnt, so it just sucks. It doesn't. I don't think that actually matters really at all. I don't know what situation it would matter, because he's just gonna burn me with Scald anyway, right? Like Zygarde, I'm not gonna live at this point. You could live a full, but not at 50. Yeah, I don't think that really matters. I think I just throw off a Seismic Toss because now he's in Air Slash range, so that's good. I just spam Seismic Toss. You're still in Air Slash range. Like, just getting chip off the only thing I can do, really. Like, you know. I go Mana Buzz because now I force pressure with Knock. I do Roost. And I do force pressure with Knock, but I Roost so I can actually have a switch into Sigilyph. Finally. My Mana Buzz has been so low so long, and I just haven't been able to get it back. It's been really bad. Rose Raid's perfectly fine. Ultimately, Slowbro can't do anything. It's the last move with Slack Off. Here I know he's gonna go Sigilyph, so I Sludge Bomb. And here, Sludge Bomb, he's gonna Roost every time. I have a Mana Buzz that I could go into. And you actually do need Sigilyph to be, like, healthier. You really didn't have another play. Like, Sludge Bomb was fine. This was not it was a prediction. I knew you were gonna go Sigilyph, but it's not a prediction. Sludge Bomb wasn't. I pick a God play next. And I have Leaf Storm. I'm not weak against Sludge Bomb. I have Leaf Storm. And I Leaf Storm on his Roost and kill it. That's the biggest threat to my team, mind you. At this point, I'm like, this is still losable, but that's super good for me. I think he had to do that. Like, he didn't have an option. He did have to do that. Because if I get a Spike Up, that's really bad. And if Rose Raid, like, if I spike, if you side shock or heat wave, you probably heat wave. Like if you heat wave as I go Mana Buzz, that's not good. That's not good for you. It forces a roost, but your Siggy's at 11. That's not good. Your Siggy's, again, your biggest threat. You need to stay speed. And like, this Rose Raid can't even kill you. That's another thing. And I probably couldn't kill him. If I didn't have Leaf Storm, I couldn't kill him. He knows I'm max HP. So he knows he probably knows this is my set, just period. If I reveal max HP, that means I'm probably just this set. Not Leaf Storm. But I am Leaf Storm on this, and I kill him. That is spectacular. Zygarde comes in. It does kill me, but I have Mana Buzz at 100%. Well, I mean 94%, so I still take it on. Roost free every time. I have Sigilus still for Registeel. I can just defog the hazards away. Though I do have to Roost. Roost is fine. Like, it's not like I can just defog after. Zap Cannon actually can't kill me from full, so like Ice Beam can't kill me either. So I can just Roost every time. Like, this interaction is perfectly fine for me to play. And I do have Rose Raid coming on Ice Beam one time. Here, no, I made the right play. I had Leaf Storm. I didn't want him going hard Zygarde. But here, he's going to go hard Zygarde. Or I expected hard Zygarde, but there's nothing I can do about it. You know? I expect a hard Zygarde because I'm going to Synthesis every time. Like, now this didn't get you anything. This Seismitoss didn't get you anything. Like, I think you were either supposed to Rocks or go hard Zygarde, because this was a waste of a turn. This was actually just bad for you. But I said this again. I'm actually not max speed Rose Raid again. This is 286 Rose Raid, so I have like 76 defense. So this is a damage roll at this range, but I figured I didn't have to risk it at this point. I don't remember what the roll is at all. But I didn't think I had to risk it at this point. Because I can just go hard. Because, I don't have to have Rose Raid, but it makes the game significantly easier. And if I can get Rose Raid in a situation where I take a Seismic Toss from Reggie again, and then heal up to full, or even get to, like, 90%, he probably thinks Zygarde can kill, but I have defense investment, so he can't. So, yeah. That's it. I just go Mana Buzz. I still take 2, so it's fine. Here I go Beware, just for offensive momentum. I probably should have just gone Rose Raid. But, like, no. Actually, I don't think I should have gone Rose Raid. I think I should have gone Sigilus. Sigilus always free. But Beware gave me offensive momentum. And, like, see, the problem is this interaction didn't give me anything. Because I just predicted Slowbro after. I could have just gone hard Rose Raid. But now, I don't know. At 77, I did die. But at this range, I live. At 77 or 74, whatever I was at, I died. But at 84, I live. So I know that I live, and he does get like a min roll, but I mean, it doesn't matter. He needed like the max roll. He actually needed I think he had like 2 rolls that could kill. So yeah, he literally had to max roll to kill me, and he doesn't get it, and I Leaf Storm, and I kill Zygarde. And at this point, I could lose, but it's not going to happen. Like, I'm not going to lose. It'd be really hard to lose at this point. I probably didn't have to... I guess I kind of did have to do this. I get my Leaf Storm chip. That means Air Slash kills. I make solid pivots here to get it back in. Go back to Slowbro and Heat Wave. So yeah, I Roost though, because Zap Cannon can kill me at 72. And he realizes that and goes for it, but he does dodge. And now I'm at 100%. So now I think this is a checkmate situation, as long as they hit all my Air Slashes. Because he takes way too much from Air Slash. Like, he takes 44. He can't slack that off reasonably, especially when I have the flinch chance. Like, and he cannot kill me from full. He has to, the only way he can beat Sigilus at this point is he has to Scald or Ice Beam into Zap Cannon. Which I'm just not giving him that opportunity, you know? I'm just not giving him that chance to do that. But he dodges. And that's moderately annoying. Because now I have to get like a couple turns right. Or I have to flinch. But like, either one will work. Because like, I always have to roost here. He knows this too. But he slacks off. Slack off's whatever. I think he probably should just attack. Well, no, you actually can't attack. I have to roost every time. I mean, I have enough roost. I can do this for a minute. But like, he has to... The problem is he has to zap cannon on a turn I air... Because it's a 50-50 essentially every time, but this is not... I mean, it's a 50-50, but it's not really. Like, I can just roost it. It's fine. Because if I air slash as he scalds, I auto win. So actually, every turn is essentially 50-50, but there's a more likely outcome. It's like 90-10, you know? It's like, I'm going to roost every time. I'm going to air slash every time, you know? Like, that's going to happen. Because I can just play for a flinch. And now we reset the situation. I crit, but that doesn't matter unless he dodged again. He would literally have to dodge again. Mind you, he's also down to 11. I have enough air slashes. He really couldn't win. So yeah, that's it. I win. Well, I mean, I win the finals. We actually get smoked. We lose the series 6-3. I mean, I think we ended up playing the last game, and it goes 7-3, but we lost at 6-3. So yeah, we end the season 6-3. Odd correlation, but yeah, we end the season 6-3. I think we're very happy with that. I got 11 for 11K. That's fine. I don't know if I was number 1 RUer. I think I was. I might double check, but the doc's not updated, so like, it's like I don't know, but I think I am. Like 6-3 has actually no. I have to be number 1 RUer. I literally have to be, because Bouff was the only one that could catch that otherwise, unless like Gondra had 6 wins, which maybe Gondra did have 6 wins. I don't know. It depends whether Gondra, but either way, no. I would have more losses probably if they have 6 wins. I don't know if Gondra got 6 wins though. I don't know. I was either number 1 RU or number 2 RU. Yeah, it was one or the other. That's what I do know, which is very good. I got paid 11K. Oh, I didn't get paid 11K, but I went for 11K, and I went 6-3. You cannot complain about that. Teammates, there's a couple guys. Mango Steak, I believe is the name. I know Mango. I think it was Steak after. Mango Streak. No, it's definitely Mango Steak. I played a couple test games with them. Thank you for that. That was early in the season. I didn't really play any late season, but because I had Neo at that point. But like, Mango Steak was the support before Neo got there. Gave me a couple test games. Very thankful early on for that. Shout out my captains for drafting me. That's always lovely. Because I mean, like obviously I say I was guaranteed to get in because I probably was, like, realistically at this point, I'm probably the most committed Sun Moon player in terms of just like actively building, actively playing it. I don't know like anyone else that does that. I would love for someone to do that because I could do it with them, but like, I don't think anyone else does that. So at this point, I'm probably the most committed Sun Moon player, which doesn't necessarily translate to play, but I went 6-3, so clearly it does to some degree. Yeah. Let's see. Anyone else? I played a couple other test games with some people, but there were a lot less. So, you know, like I maybe played 1. Shout out my team. I mean, I'm just 1 player on the team. You don't make it to finals off of 1 player. You make it off the team. I know we had like the best in EviGaro as well. Watashi, UU, we had Zern. He smoked everybody there too. I think he also was number 1 UU. So we might have had the number 1 UU, RU, and NU. Maybe I was number 2. I don't know if I was or not. I know Watashi was number 1 NU. I don't know about anyone else. I know our Uber's Ainscrad. I don't know how you say his name. That sounds right. That sounds right. We'll call it that. I know he did very well. I don't know how well I have no clue how good our OU did. But I mean, we made finals, and we lost like 1 week. I think we lost 3 1 week. We ended up 2nd in the playoff race, so, or in standings at the end of the season. So or I think maybe we were first. We were first or second. I don't know. I think we lost. We lost 1 week, which is okay. But yeah, you don't make it to finals off. Not in a team tournament like this. You don't make it to finals off of one person. Especially when I went 6-3, which is a good record. I mean, it's a good record. No problem with that. But just saying, like if I went 9-0, maybe you could say that. But 6-3 is not a record you carry with. But yeah, shout out Neomon late in the season. That's the big one I wanted to get to. We needed substitutes because we had a couple guys get banned, I guess, or removed from the tournament. And I was like, originally it wasn't gonna be Neomon because I didn't know that like he signed up until they showed me the list. And I was like, damn, that guy. Neo late in RUGL was extremely helpful. Probably the reason we succeeded, along with me. It was me and Neo helping Ty Carter. And now Ty Carter's doing well in RU World Cup, which is sick. I love that. But, well, I know he got a win. I don't know if he got 2 wins, but I know he got 1 at least. So that's well enough, because that's what I got. Right now, at least. Yeah, but shout out Neomon. He came in the second half of the season, and, like, this team, specifically this air slash change. We lost if we didn't have air slash. I'm telling you right now, if we had Psychic instead of air slash, we lost this game. Neomon told me to make this change, and I listened. And by God, did it help. I mean, I cannot express that we would have lost if we didn't have air slash. There was no shot we were winning this game if we didn't have air slash. So yeah, Neomon is literally the reason I won the finals. Won in the finals. I didn't win the finals, but won in the finals. And then other weeks too, it was very helpful. Time zone difference is like a big deal, but I also have an unviable sleep schedule. It's 5:50 in the morning right now. I've been recording for like 2 hours. Not too much. I mean, an hour and a half. I don't know because my recording got cut. But yeah, shout out Neomon. Very crucial to this late season success. I mean, I don't magically go. Like I was 2-3, and now I don't magically win the last 4 weeks, including 2 playoff games. For nothing, you know. If I don't, that doesn't happen just randomly. The support was extremely helpful. I cannot express that enough. But yeah, I don't think anything else about Smpl Premier League. Teams go to run it back? Question mark? Exclamation point? I don't know. I don't know how retains work. I don't know if they're able to retain me. They probably wouldn't do it anyway. I don't think. Like, you have too many guys you would want to retain theoretically. I don't think you can retain. I don't know how Smpl Premier League works. This is my first year being in it. Oh yeah, this is my first year being in Smpl Premier League. It's sick. I didn't know about it last year. Otherwise, I would have signed up. I don't even know how I got drafted last year. I was just playing a lot of Smpl this year. I mean, I had a good RUPL record before. I think 5-2. But I was also playing in a really weak Smpl pool that year. Not really weak, just a weak-ish Smpl pool. That's why I was like a fraud. And then I went like 4-4 the next year. So it's like, that's fine. But still, no like great results. And I think this kind of established myself as one of probably the top Smpl theoretically in RU. I mean, you obviously have all the vets who are better, and that's okay. I'll beat them. Let me play them. Put me in, coach. I guess it wasn't, but nonetheless, glad I got to play. I love Smpl. It's my favorite tier. It's always here I play. And actually, no, I play Sword and Shield at this point. Maybe I'm just Sword and Shield RU player at this point. Maybe. But nonetheless, I don't even have to say it was a great tournament. Very happy we got to finals. Unfortunately, could not seal it, but hey, it is what it is. Shall see you guys with Sword and Shield Premier League, actually.